really did. Okay, it's back. We're so back. It's back in the green. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right, guys. Floorboobles. Floorbooble in chat when you can hear me say floorbooble. Floorboobles? Floorboobles? Do we have any floorboobles? I'm looking for floorboobles. You deserve a birthday from everyone. You do! Boo, you can get a happy birthday? Yes, happy birthday. Happy birthday. We got floorboobles. Okay, if you guys want to refresh, I'll go ahead and wait a moment. I won't share any of the news yet. Everyone can go ahead and hit the refresh button, get caught up to live. This way we're not in the past. Because the floorboobles were like 7 seconds delayed, but it looks like everything's stabilized. I'm assuming Twitch had a quantum shart, and it switched to a different server or something like that, but now we good. Now we good. Welcome on in, my gats. How's it going, mate? Okay, so there's actually a lot of stuff to go over. There's a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff planned. We got a lot of stuff going on. And I don't want to forget anything, so I literally left notes for myself. What do you mean there's an ad about to start? There better not be an ad about to start. We had 3 minutes of ads during freaking startup. There better not be ads about to start. Okay, mods, you could snooze ads. You could do the snooze. If the ads are about to start, snooze them. I hate Twitch's stupid ad system. It's so dumb. We literally ran 3 minutes of ads during the startup. The whole point of having the starting soon screens basically to run the ads so that you guys don't get the content interrupted for like the first hour. And Twitch is like, yeah, but what if we just didn't? What if we just didn't? Those that did say happy birthday, we'll get a cookie. What kind of cookie? Okay, that matters. That's important, okay? That matters. That's very important. What kind of cookie? What kind of cookie? What kind of cookie? The redeems. The redeems are the best part, aren't they? Think bro glitch just a little bit. But yes, your full microphone, you spared no expense. By that you mean you spent $30 of your own money and a $50 gift card. Honestly, that should get you a good microphone. You could get a solid microphone for like $50, not to mention spending like $100 or so. Like, I think you start peaking out once you spend like $300 on a microphone. But like, don't get me wrong, people have spent thousands of dollars on a microphone. I just don't think you're not getting, like, you're at that point, it's like buying an iPhone versus getting a regular phone. You're just doing it for the status symbol. It's like, it's sure, it's a good quality, but I mean, like, you're gonna cap off. Let's see. Everyone's all refreshed. I'm assuming everyone's back. I was like holding off on sharing any of the news and stuff like that till everyone's here. I think everyone's good, right? We're all good in chat. Thumbs up in chat. Yee. Everyone's all refreshed. Everyone's back. No one's lost in the ether. No one's in the past. It's not Monday still. Everyone's on Tuesday, right? You got the Tuesday update, right? Don't skip ahead to Wednesday, okay? Slow down. Slow your roll. Yep, okay. All right. Let's see. I wrote down a list of stuffs because we got a lot of stuff I don't want for gore. All right. So I think this is the first thing, and you guys probably saw the tweet, which I could pull up on the screen right now. I shared a tweet, and I also shared this on Discord. So like, technically Discord got it first, but I shared a tweet of this image here from our world. Yo, my God! Thank you so much for the gifted, mate. I'll make sure to write you down in book. You don't have to gift everyone that comes in chat a sub. You know that, right? I just want to make sure you're good. But I appreciate all your support, mate. Let's get some freaking Pogtatoes in chat. Woo! Alright, we get the Pog slides going. There we go. New Golden Fam. Woo! Let's go. Bees don't have thumbs. You can't do thumbs up? Okay, that's fair. Just do a buzz up. Bees are kind of thumb-shaped, right? Just booty up. Woo! All right, so I don't know if you guys noticed. It's kind of subtle, but at the same time, if you really know what you're looking at here, you'll be like, wait a minute, that should be possible. But I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna wait till we get in world. If you guys see it, feel free to talk about it. But we got a new mod installed. It is a vanilla mod, so it's not gonna like modify like how the game works or anything like that. But it is absolutely epic, and we're gonna kind of do a world tour today. Not really like an extended one, but just a little one. Just a little tiny one. So if you guys also haven't seen majority of our builds in Potato World, this is actually a good stream for you guys to catch. And if you guys are watching later on in the VODs on YouTube or later on Twitch, good one to get like a quick world tour because we're going to kind of fly around to like load some chunks and stuff like that. And just an excuse to yap and hang out. Yes. But yes, I'm excited. I've already seen peaks of this. It's gorgeous. I will share more details when we do that because you guys will be able to use this mod too. And from what I understand, like, it does not take a lot of processing power. Like, you guys can run this on a potato, okay? Frame of reference, if it runs perfectly good on our computer, like while I'm streaming with my VTuber and I don't crash, then yeah, you guys could do it. Yo, Josh, thank you so much for the follow, mate. Welcome to Team Tater. Whoop, whoop. All right, let's see. Told me to stick your booty in there. I mean, just wave it around like you just don't care, right? I mean, right? All right, let's see. So that was the first one. Second thing is, oh yeah. The VR trackers are officially in America. They're in like Chicago or something like that. So like reasonably in the next few days, we could have full body tracking, which means our Beat Saber streams are about to get massively upgraded. And then maybe do like a VR chat stream. I don't know. Maybe I'll dip my toes in that and figure out how any of that works. Yes, no, maybe so. But that's exciting. We were doing Faz on Discord. I want to ask you guys, right? I don't really have 100% set, locked in plans for Christmas. I know a lot of people are probably going to be busy, but we will be streaming on Christmas, just like we did on Thanksgiving. Yee. And I was kind of wanting to just today we're chat vibe while we do stuff, plant some potatoes, things like that, fly around the world, finish preparing for Potato World online. And I was kind of thinking of poking you guys and figuring out what you guys might be thinking about Christmas, because I have a couple ideas in mind. We could play like Friend Slop and stuff like that. We could do like Scrib.io, stuff like that. Like same vibe as Thanksgiving. People that don't have like families or friends that they're like spending holidays with and just kind of alone and home and nothing special going on can hang out with us. Be lonely together, all right, guys? You don't have to be lonely alone. You can be lonely together with us. But like that sort of vibe. Or I've been doing, I started attempting Apocalypse 3 Phasmo runs on Discord, literally like starting last night. We got really close. I feel like I've locked the strat down. I know what I need to do. And I was kind of curious if you guys would be interested. It would be like really high stakes. We're going to die every 5 seconds. Rolling for RNG sort of thing. But it would be really cool if we can get, if we actually get it, it would be really cool to have it recorded, like on stream, saved. And, you know, for you guys to be able to share in the moment and stuff like that. Yeah, no, we were super close. So I feel like I know what I got to do. Then we got to do it. We just got to get the RNG has to line up, and we just got to execute. But I'm thinking one of those two things primarily. Potato, let me tell you something. Go for it, hun. Tell me. Also, do you mind me calling you hun? It almost sounds like I'm calling you like sugar or something like that. If you'd like me to call you something else, please let me know. You go laser tag? Oh my god, I haven't done laser tag in so long. Laser tag is so fun. I have to figure out what clothes glow or don't glow, because I wear like cotton and it's like, yes, you now glow in the dark. Congratulations, everyone can see you forever. I'm also like a big target, so like playing paintball, playing airsoft, playing laser tag, like typically I have, all right, look, it's pros and cons with laser tag, right? Because you're tall, so you can like just flail your gun over the things and shoot people where they can't see you or shoot you back. But at the same time, you're a massive target. You can't fit or hide in anything. Everyone knows where you are at all times. So it's kind of like pros and cons of being big boy. Hype train? Wait, we got a hype train? How did we get a hype train? Bro, I don't know. I don't understand Twitch anymore. I don't understand Twitch anymore, chat. It used to be you had to have 3 individual like currency things. Like basically someone does a bid interaction, someone does like 2 different gifted subs, something like that. We had like someone gift a subs. I say someone as if I can't say my gads. My gads gifted a sub. Oh, Sacrifice, I didn't say hi to you because you were in timeout. I'm sorry. Welcome in, Sacrifice. Hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. You've done paintball twice before and loved it both times. You'd also love to do airsoft. Funny, opposite. I've done a ton of airsoft. Baby! All right, the tits are working. And I'm squinched. You titsed me so hard, I'm squinched. Oh, good. I exploded and got unsquinched. I'm so happy. Bruh, you couldn't have timed that better if you wanted to. Holy crap. B, thank you so much for the biddies, mate. Appreciate that. Let's see. We got a level 1 hype train. Let me get the hat on. We're going to stack hats again, chat. Oh, my God. I don't know. Where do I put the hat this time? Last time we put it on my nose. That's a max level hat. And we don't want that one yet. We just put it here. Balance it on my forehead. No, wait. We can put it on my ear, right? Like that. All right, it's a dance party, chat. Let me see your favorite rave emotes. Dancey emotes, wiggle butt emotes. We only get once of these a stream. On my mic, I could put it on my mic. I could technically put it on my mic. Why would my mic want to wear a hat, though? There we go. Let's go. All right, let's see. Wait. So I'm still so confused. I'm not going to complain. I mean, hey, like, I'm fairly confident that when you get a hype train, you get temporarily like put on the front page, or at least probably like boosted to the top. So it's like extra engagement and stuff like that. Hello, anyone that might be joining in from the front page if you've never seen me before. Prepare yourself for chaos. Also, welcome in, noob. I saw you come in earlier. I don't remember if I said hi, so I say hi now. Let's go. This nerd up there. All right. You're broken. You can't subscribe for an emote. No worries. You get follow emotes too. You get free follow emotes. I don't know if you could use them on other channels, but you do get to use them here. And we also have like better Twitch TV emotes and stuff like that. So there are a whole bunch of emotes you can use in chat, including like Cat Jam, Joel, things like that. Fun ones. All right. I was so ready to just be like, my dad's, thank you. And then I'm like, okay, good thing I checked. B! Thank you!
Gifted a tier 1 sub to
Meeby BB. Brian, you can't do B that way. Meeby BB. B, thank you so much for the gifted, mate. Kiri, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Team Tater. Whoop, whoop. Let's freaking go. Okay, level 2 hype train. All right, so am I moving it on the mic chat? Wait. It's on the wrong layer. It's on the wrong layer to do mic. I can't do that without fundamentally changing it. Wait. Can I? No, this is an item. Wait. I could fix this. I could just temporarily, if we're doing the hat. Conductor, no. Hype. What did I name it? Hat. There, it's called Best Hat. Why did I call it Best Hat? Where's my microphone? There it is. There we go. Okay. So, it's huge. Ignore that. Ignore me shrinking. Ignore everything happening. Okay, that's tiny level 1 hat. We'll put it like right here. And it's level 2 now, so it grows bigger. There we go. Okay, we got level 2 hat. The microphone's the conductor right now. That's where it's living for this stream. Scuff, impossible. You don't know how to click that? How to click what? Wait, what the hell is... I have never seen... Wait, chat, can you see this message? How did that message... What is this message? Why is it so fancy? What did you do? No tits? Did you give bits? I'm so confused. I've never seen this before. Did Twitch add new features? I mean, I'm not going to play it. That's kind of cool looking, but like, you guys can't see that. It doesn't show up in chat. Only you get the tits. How many tits did that cost? It's called a message effect. Is that like a channel point thing? Yeah, message effect. So it's 20. I'll give you 2 tits for that. There you go. You got a really big tit there. I pushed the wrong button, gave the anything in the pool, not the normal tits. No, it's bits. There you go. I gave you your 2. It's a double D. Yeah, I gave you 2. It's 10. So it's 10-bit tits. So like effectively, if that costs 20. Yeah, but like here's the thing. Like unless I guess it's pretty easy to see actually. I'm not gonna lie. Like it does stick out. Like that's basically the Dono wall. Notice me, senpai. Like forget highlight your message. Like if you do that, I don't think I could physically miss it. It is so bright and colorful on the side of my screen. It's basically like posting a giant GIF. That might be a good opportunity to show Miri new emotes. Miri got new emotes? I was vibing with Miri's stream earlier. I had to stop, Avi, because we went in. Maybe how you were this rich. I don't know how we got some millionaires in chat. No, but genuinely, you guys understand. Like I do this for free. You guys can watch 100% for free. All the donos you guys do give me either go to charities when we do the charity live streams, or go back to the community, buying emotes, buying fun stuff, gift cards, game giveaways. Which speaking of which, ooh. That's something we could do for Christmas. I wanted to give away a bunch of games and stuff like that from the Jingle Jam. So maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that on Christmas too. Give away some gifts. You guys get some free games. Yes, yes. I've got a bunch of Steam keys. I've got a bunch of Steam keys to give out. But let's see. Not to get too distracted, otherwise we're going to spend all stream yapping. Let's see. So the new mod. So what do you guys think about that, by the way? I guess we never finished with that. What do you guys think of doing Epoch runs? Epoch 3 runs on Crimbus? Those are adorable. Oh my god. I gotta find the artist for those. I really love Tenny. Like Tenny Marus are do like all of our emotes. They're so fantastic. Oh my lord, my gats. You don't have to spend that much money on them though. I can see them if you don't gigantify them. What you talking about? So we're talking about Christmas stream. So we stream every Tuesday and Thursday, and Thursdays typically line up with like Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we'll be streaming on Christmas. And I haven't decided like what the stream itinerary is yet, and I was floating two ideas. Notice me senpai, I see you, Mookie. Thank you. Here, look. You know what? There's those. I don't know how much do those cost. How much do the Gigantifies cost? That costs 3. Those are 3 tits a piece. That would just outright missed. It just whoo right over my head. All right, I'm gonna have to do those manually. Because like, even though you guys are spending money on like the bits, you're spending them to do it because it's like a redeem. Twitch isn't detecting them as like cheering effectively, and the tits apparently only go off for when you cheer. All right, there we go. Level 2 hype train. All right, so our little conductor hat stays level 2, unless for whatever reason we get another hype train midstream and we get it leveled up higher than that, then it gets bigger. Or maybe I add a second hat. Should I literally add a hat for every hype train we get so that we can like memorialize whatever level the previous hype trains were? You related to Nick? I'm not related to Nick. Not one bit. I'm a potato shaped like a fox. They are a fox shaped like sexy. We've been over this before, chat. Write your notes down. My gats with the 25 stream streak, yo, let's go. And the hats, yes, we are a collector of hats, a connoisseur of the caps. But so yeah, I'm thinking we'll do that. If we got a lot of people in for Christmas, how about this? We'll read the room on Christmas. If there's like a ton of people here, because I don't know how many people are going to be here. I don't know how many people are going to be celebrating, busy with their families. I definitely want people to prioritize family and friends for the holidays. Like, you know, if you've got loved ones to spend time with them, right? Anything we do on stream, you could always watch on the VODs. There will always be a copy, right? But if we have a lot of people here and a lot of people that want to play, we could do like Friend Slop, right? We could do like Scribble.io. We could have a good time that way. If we only got like, you know, like, I don't know, like 8, 9 people, everyone just kind of chill, watching, vibing, listening, then we could be panicked and I could do swoopy ghost hunts and hopefully not die. Yes, and then we got to prepare because if we get full body tracking, that means the next time we play Phasmo on stream will probably be the VR Phasmo. Oh, and I fear VR Phasmo. Like, I'd like to think I'm desensitized in, like, regular Phasmo, because, like, I've seen all the ghosts, I've been hunted, I've been killed, like, I've done it enough at this point. But VR. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I might literally piss yourselves. 6, 7, You're gonna be AFK? No worries, mate. We'll be here. All right, so I'm gonna get in Minecraft. Let's get in the game. Because I have a cool mod I want to show you guys. It's gonna be really freaking cool. It's gonna be so freaking cool. I'm so hyped for this. That's a big pickle. 3 more tits. I need to give mods the ability to tit somehow. This way, if stuff like that happens, mods can throw stuff at me. Nick is sexy AF, so Potato grew naturally to chat. What was the joke? Wait, I made a joke before. It was like a while ago where there was like a meme or something like that on Twitter where it's like 2 characters that created you or whatever sort of thing. And it was like Indiana Jones and Nick Wilde. And then someone made the comment of like, how did you get 2 of the most rizzed up characters and have negative riz? I was like, oh no, it's true. Oh. It's not fun without people for you, and you play Mike's up makes it possible. I mean, that's fair. But I mean, you should have this solved tomorrow, right? Like, I'm kind of the same way. I really don't care about single-player Phas. The only reason I'm doing single-player Phas for a POC is because you have to do it single-player. But when we do VR, it's going to be with people. So I'm sure people will be screwing with me. Hello, lag. Please unlag. There we go. Minecraft loading up always lags everything. We'll see how long it takes to show up. I mean, we're praying. It is Christmas time. So, I mean, everything getting tracked and shipped and sent during Christmas is going to be hot hell. But they also do hire extra people. So, like, during Christmas time, they literally hire temp workers to help keep up with the order. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting until next year. Also, Potato, Mary wishes you happy... Oh, Mary, happy Christmas! Wait, Mary! Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, you filthy animal. Merry Crimbus. Happy Chrysler. Hope you guys having fun. Yes, yes. Solo Faz made you rethink things. Yeah, Solo Faz is like, it's a different game. You literally have to play it differently. Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Okay, let's see. I'm not getting distracted. Okay, let's see. Kira, you got first today, so you get bacon color choice. What was it last time? I think it was purple. Was it purple? It was Tuesday, so it's literally a week ago. Purple? Yeah, I remember. Hello. Oh my God, is it gonna lag? Wait, is it gonna lag? I'm letting the world load in real quick. No? Okay, not lagging. The mod is loaded. The mod's loaded. I'm not lagging. Frames aren't lagging. Oh, the frames are lagging a little bit. But I think I also turned them back up to like 60. Yeah, a little bit of lag, but that's fine. The world was loading in for the first time. Once I go upstairs, you guys will understand why I'm concerned about my computer dying. Solo Faz. Yeah, no, it's a different game. I understand why people like it, but you literally can play it. You have to play it differently. Like, using the head cams is pointless. Using the CCTV is pointless. Like, there's so many things you just don't use in single player. Dude, why is your game literally flashing? The challenge this week wanted to crash out. Mookie, you have no idea. We did the challenge, like, literally. Like, we did the challenge, like, literally before I came into your stream or whatever. And, like, for real, we got so lucky. We got, like, a Dio as our first one, so it was, like, immediately, like, free ghost. Then, we had, like, 2 Thays in a row? And we actually had to do it 4 times, because one of the people we were playing with, one of the people forgot to circle Dio on the first round, so we actually had to do a 4th time. And we got 4 non-stinky ghosts. Yo, Minty Fresh, thank you so much for the follow, mate. Welcome to Team Tater. Whoop, whoop. You good. You died from a Dio. Okay, but also it was really funny watching you freak out, so I'm sorry. It was really funny watching you freak out. We got you the second one, though. We got 1. I don't know, did you ever get the other 2? Did you ever get the other 2? It's only 2 more, right? I hope friends were able to join and help out. It's way easier with extra people. It's way easier. Faz multiplayer is almost not hard. I say that. It's still hard if you don't know what you're doing. But, like, it's still hard. But, like, with friends, you could just be like, oh, man, you just stand there and do this. I'll do this. We get the ghost information. We win. No, oh, no. Hey, Mookie, we'll definitely be playing Faz before the weekly resets. Jump on into the community Discord. You could, or I know you're in there, but I mean, like, you know, jump in the Phasmo chat. Like, we'll be playing Faz. You'll get those dailies, did. Yeah, oh yeah, I showed them the spot on top of the lockers. Unfortunately, on single player, that doesn't help you because it, like, breaks the ghost. So if you don't have a second person there to do advantageous stuff, it's just a waste. Juno Raid! Welcome on in, Raiders! You guys joined at a good time. We haven't revealed the mod yet. We're about to. It's about to be so hype. Welcome on in, Raiders! What were you guys up to today? Were you peeking? Heckin' peekies? Let's go. How are you guys doing? Solo winner peak. Did you guys peek? Did you guys peek? Red? All right, we got red bacon for you. It's in the season. It's in the season.
Four for the
Nature hates us.
How
They're all
did you
coming
get
this
that
way,
many?
too. Oh no, one of them just disappeared.
How did you get that many tornadoes in Mesa?
Oh shit!
Wait.
Oh, they're coming for you. They don't care. They cannot be restrained by biomes.
This isn't what I meant.
They're like, you know what? There's far too many of these tornadoes for this little town. Let's go take over the tropics. Just we didn't even get past tropics. No! Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry, Juno. I did notice that because I was in your stream initially. I was in your stream and I noticed it went offline. I was like, ooh, I hope everything's okay. I hope everything's okay. That happened to you last night. No. I hope everything's good and it's just like temporary difficulties, not like computer dying difficulties. No, crash, but hopefully just a crash, right? Just a crash, not like a burnout. Bruh, it's not just, okay, look, it's not just me, Juno, and it's not just you. Like, perfect example. You guys remember Uncle Bamf? Bamf was in here hanging, vibing with us, having a good time. We rated them, last week, the week before? Their graphics card also died. It's like Christmas is killing graphics cards. Does Santa running off of GPUs this year and just frying people's shit? Like, what is happening? We love Banff. We love Banff here. Yeah, we stand for Banff. You're getting ready to cook dinner. See if your friend Frodo is down for some faz. Okay, I wish you the best of luck. Enjoy dinner. Share. Tell us what you had. Tell us what you had. But yes, welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome on, Juno. Juno, I totally understand if you need to just, like, crash. I get it. Please take care of yourself. If you want to hang and vibe with us, we're gonna do like a mini world tour in a minute. So it'd be a fun stream for people to get situated in, especially considering Potato World's next month. So you guys might want to get the tour in, so you guys know where to go when you guys are here playing on the world. Just a crash, hopefully. All right, I pray. I cross my fingers. Nothing worse. You know, as they hadn't gone on. Yeah, they posted on Twitter. In fact, I forgot. I wanted to retweet it. I wanted to make a funny tweet. I read the tweet that they were like looking, like they started a GoFundMe for like $600 to try to afford a new graphics card. And I was like, oh man, I want to go home and like make up a thing, like make a fun image to post with it to retweet it out. Because that's like what I do. I don't know. Why does Twitter on phone suck? I mean, Twitter in general sucks. But like on phone is horrible. And meanwhile, it's like what I do, my strat is like while I'm at work on my breaks, I'll like a bunch of stuff on Twitter and then come home in one on my computer, go through my likes, and then do my responses. You're back? Welcome back, on. But yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Bev. I hope they're doing. I think they had a couple $100 raised already, so I'm really hoping. We're yapping. I took 2 steps and paused the game. But yeah, Raiders, if you guys need to take care of yourself, and streamers alike, if you guys got to take care of yourselves, get yourself something to eat, get yourself something to drink, kick up your feet if you want to step back and relax and vibe with us. We're about to reveal the new mod that I installed and do a quick world tour. But before we do that, I need to change this bacon. Hello? No lag. Why is my VTuber lagging? This is an untested mod. I don't know how it's going to react with stream and stuff like that. Hopefully, my FPS is a little stinky. I'm going to try this real quick. I think this is what I was doing. That's why we paused originally. I turned it back up to 60. I think last time I made it 30, and it worked fine. I feel like that's fine. Yeah, you guys will see why it's laggy in a second. I might have to correct some settings, but I'll show you guys first. Thank you for the full streamer care package. Okay, chat, eat your water. It's good for you. Thank you for watering and posturing your streamer, B. My hair is getting too long. It's getting to the point where I'm sitting on it and I can't lean forward. Not literally sitting on it, but like leaning back on it. You got to peek at launch? Okay. All right, 1 second. Let's do the bacon first. My game is lagging a little bit. Did I leave that open? I was going to say, like, why is it on the second page? I literally left the secret passage open this whole time. 1 second. Go down here. Let's grab red. We're getting some festive red. Is stream lagging? No, that's the important thing. I don't care if I drop a couple frames here. I want to show you guys the full view before, I want the full visuals before we fine-tune the settings. There we go. Red. Very Christmas. Yes. If only I can stripe it red and white. That would be so cool. When you play with fans, we might be doing it on Christmas, depending upon how many peeps we get. If we get a good enough people, we'll do that. Apparently you renew your sub to me tomorrow. Oh, Christmas present, yo, let's go. Blood bacon. There we go, put that one away. I not forget to close the door to secret passage this time. Boop, there we go. And then let's see, real quick, while we're in here, book entries. From last stream, we got MyGats for the first. We got Kira this stream for the first. We got Brev from Click for the Stream. We also have, let's see, one from B doing gifted sub, and one from MyGats and their gifted sub. Yes. You don't have Java or Bedrock? Oh, I'm sorry, mate. But honestly, I'm surprised Minecraft isn't on sale for the holidays. I feel like they do that like once a year, don't they? Blood bacon, because it's beacon, not bacon. No, it's a bacon. What you talking about? Look, it's our beautiful bacon. Look, that's some raw bacon, that's some cooked bacon. Raw bacon, cooked bacon. Raw bacon, cooked bacon. Can you give book entries away? We have technically done that in the past, but I feel like it gets messy. So I don't know. I haven't made like a hard rule on it. I think the only person in the past that's given them away has been Chris and Oob. Everyone else has more or less just been getting placeholders. But we can hold off on book entries for later on. Because I want to go upstairs. I'm kind of stalling for nighttime. It's nighttime, so we could sleep. Actually, yeah, no, let's sleep. Let's make sure we sleep. It just because then it just sounds similar. It just sounds similar. And I'm a goofy goober. That's it. It's the bacon. Convince your brother, could you have his? I mean, we have to decide on the rule. I don't want to say yes yet, but probably. They would have to come in chat and consent effectively. Alright, chat. Alright, I'm gonna, let's see. What's a good vantage point? Is stream's not lagging, right? Okay. So let's see. I want you guys to tell me if you notice anything different. Anyone that's been in here for a hot minute will probably already notice something. However, even if you've not been here ever, you should notice something as just a Minecraft player. If you've never played Minecraft before. Guys, you noticing, that's our raid farm over there. I am standing on the Sakura Plateau. Let me fly up here, get a better view. That's our fish skyscraper. That's our tropical fish skyscraper. Guys, do you see that balloon there? That's the 2024 Big Potato Playpen. And that right there, that's the 2025 Big Potato Playpen. And technically, over there is the forest where the 2026 playpen's gonna be. Please keep chat English. Please keep chat English. I think exclamation point English. We'll play it in like 100 different languages. So we have the new Voxy mod installed, which, as you could tell, I am streaming right now with shaders on, and I have it literally maxed out. Where's it at? I literally have it maxed out. Oh, it's right here. 2048 render distance. Is it not English? One second. I know I have a mod, or not a mod, I know I have a command that basically says, like, please English only in, like, 100 different languages. Just in case someone legitimately comes in and can't speak English. Where is it at? Chat commands. It is... Oh, I disabled it. I don't know why I disabled it. Okay, now it should work. Okay, there you go. Yee. Thank you, mods. I don't know why. I must have accidentally disabled it. But yeah, 2048 render distance is insane. And honestly, it's really clean. Like, we'll probably have to mess with the settings some so we don't get, like, frame lags. But yee. You could read the Japanese one. Let's see. I don't know if I can. I'm really bad. I'm assuming the first two kanji are English. Something no. Say no. I have not scrubbed up on my hiragana or katakana. Like I cannot read that. I'm bad. I could probably pronounce it. But let's see. If it's saying English only, it's probably saying ego ga nope. I couldn't say. I don't know how to say like speak only in English effectively. It's Mookie's daughter. Should you dye the nerds of your Should you dye the neds of your hair blue? What's a hair ned? What's a ned? I don't know what a ned is. I have no idea what a hair ned is. Ends? Ends. Oh, I don't know. Blue hair ends would be cool. I honestly really like purple, blue hair, stuff like that. Especially when it's like not one straight color, like when you have like highlights or whatever. I think it's just a cool look. I understand why people don't do it. It's incredibly complicated. It's not necessarily good for your hair because you typically have to bleach your hair first, then dye it, and that destroys your hair. But also, like, most jobs won't hire people that have like crazy hair colors and stuff like that because it's like not normal and all that jazz. So I get why people don't do it, but I think it's super pretty looking. Why can't you build a Trump tower? You're a Trump supporter? I mean, you could build whatever you want. You could support whatever you want, but don't keep politics out of chat. No politics in chat. To be honest with you, Potato, I think Minecraft should be free for a limited time on Christmas as a little gift. What do you think? I think that would be cool. If Minecraft did like a free weekend, I think that would be really cool. But I don't know how people would do that. I don't know how Minecraft would do that. Like lock you out of the launcher if your Minecraft account. Because like once you install it, kind of just gives you access. You know what I mean? But yeah, we keep politics out of chat. I think everyone more or less knows what my views are on politics. I don't talk about them mostly because, not because I don't have an opinion, not because I don't have a strong opinion, it's because politics just cause arguments. And in the end, everyone leaves with the same views, just a little bit more upset. It's not the vibe we want here. Yeah, Path of Exile. Oh, it's Path of Exile 2, right? Because the first Path of, I thought the first Path of Exile was free. But they released the second one, right? I've seen a lot of people playing it. Yo, Tara, welcome in, mate. Is it good? I'm assuming it's good. I'm assuming it's fantastic. The first one was good. I enjoyed the first one. It was very grindy, but I kind of like grindy games. But ye. Mimi loved it? Okay, that's good to hear. Second one, yeah, they just finished. In fact, that was like literally this past weekend, yeah? Like that was literally like this past weekend. But yeah, chat, like let's go up into the sky and like, just look at this. Now, it's obvious where the loaded chunks are and the unloaded ones are because the shaders are on. But, like, if I turn off shaders... Shaders? Can I not turn off shaders while I'm paused? I thought I could do that. Hello? Does it not load chunks in while I'm paused? Hello? I'm, like, trying to stay in the air. It is a little slow to load the chunks in. Oh my god, like, look how far you can see. There we go, okay. But, like, look at that. Let me come beneath the clouds. Like, you can't tell where my loaded chunks begin and the low distance ones. Like, you can't see that. It reloads all chunks as it I mean, that makes sense. That does make sense. And that's why when I looked away and turned back, it fixed itself, because it unloaded everything and then it reloaded it when it's in line of sight. Merry Christmas, Cool Yule. Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a fantastic one, Tare. You rather do Trump Tower, not Araska Tower? I don't know what Araska Tower is. I literally just don't know what it is. But ye, again, no politics in chat. That's first warning. Technically second warning. 3 strikes and you're out. But ye, let's see. So today's Minecraft goals. I have to plant potatoes. Don't let me forget. We got 43 spuds built up because we had the Phasmo stream last time. So we have everyone's spuds from that time. I think I forgot to plant spuds from Tuesday's stream because we were rushed off to get burrito. So today, don't let me leave. Physically, I will not leave until I plant everyone's spuds. I owe you those spuds. Secondly, we need to finish setting up for Potato World because I'm not going to have many more chances. You want to build the Golden Pavilion. What's the Golden Pavilion? Araska Towers from Cyberpunk? It sounds like it would be cool then. You're so surprised that you didn't get kicked during Phasmo? Like what, like booted from like the game? It's in Japan? Wait, it's actually a real place? And it's just, I'm so confused. Is it a real place that was put into Cyberpunk or vice versa? But yeah, look how pretty this is. Like I'm gonna keep shaders off for a minute just so everything looks consistent. But like honestly, chat, we could see further. The reason you can't see further is because I haven't loaded those chunks in. So this is kind of why I said I wanted to do a world tour, because by going to the chunks and loading them in, we could just, they're loaded. They'll be there forever. You're saying you want to build, oh, it's a Cyberpunk thing. Oh, I got you. Well, technically, when you guys play on Potato World Online, you guys could build whatever you want. In fact, I did finish flattening out the area for the new playpen. So there's the 2024 playpen. That's all stuff y'all built. In, not last year, it's the year before. That one is from this year, the beginning of this year, January of this year. And then the new one's going to be right over here in this forest, which I don't think we could see from here. But once you guys build stuff in it, you'll be able to see it. I don't know. I don't think you'll be able to see it because of the tree line, but it's right in the middle of this forest here. If you're joining your building nuts, you could build nuts. You could build as many nuts as you want. You visited a few years ago? Alright, let's see. But let's see. I'm fairly certain we finished building the playpen already. Yeah, the playpen is built. It should be fully lighted. I've got the nether portals linked up. So this is the playpen for this upcoming year, effectively. 2026 is, so January, next month, effectively. You're going to stream on YouTube soon? Have a goal, mate. You could use, you could literally build a giant, like, walnut in the corner, and it could be your base. It could be your base of operation where you put all the stuff you collected from that year. But I think I already linked up the nether portals. So, like, this side should be done, effectively. The irony of calling someone dumb, spelling it wrong. Again, I gotta get a couple more obsidian. Alright, so let's see. 2x obsidian. Fix portal. I gotta fix this. Yes, right here. Next thing we gotta do, so I got the torches. I think we just like threw those down when we made the portal. The next thing I need to do is put the signs. So we need to get acacia signs, and I think I need a hanging sign. Let's go look at the portal from last year to be consistent. Oh, I'll also need glow ink and stuff. So we need, no, it's spruce. So a spruce hanging sign and a spruce, let's see, I didn't push that button. How did that switch? How did that swap? Actually, I think we modified this sign, so I don't need one here, but I will need one over there. So I need a hanging sign. So let's see. 1x spruce hanging sign. 1x spruce sign. I'll need 2x glow, no, 3x glow ink, and 3x orange dye. And that'll be for signs and dyeing. And then I think that's it, right? Then the signage will be done. These torches should be able to lead people. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I wonder what the nether looks like. I wonder what the nether looks like with the mod, with the render distance mod. Have a good one, Jordan. Thanks for vibing. Think of the possibilities. Yeah, it could be a giant beehive. Could be a giant beehive. Yeah, I mean, I could see nether roof for as far as the chunks that have been loaded in. 420! Oh my god, wait, can we see the, if we ride the portal thing, I don't actually want to ride it, it'll disable the mob switch, because we set it up that way. But like, once I load these chunks, in theory, they should stay loaded, right? Because we haven't loaded, like, even though we've loaded them before, the Voxy mod, you have to, like, revisit the chunks, or I'm assuming if you, like, ran Chunky or something, that might work. But we haven't, like, the Voxy mod hasn't seen this chunk before. There we go. So it's loaded in. Yeah, I could see the plateau from here. Wow, bedrock looks funny. You could tell the bedrock is the the fake chunks or what have you. But yeah, we could see everything from here. Yeah, I could see, like, right there. It's loading in as we go. Alright, yeah, it works in the nether, too. I didn't think about what the nether would look like. Alright, let's go back to base, grab some stuff real quick. And I kind of want to dip into the nether and see what the nether looks like. Because, like, the nether is the hardest thing in the world to see. Actually, you know what? While we're here, let's just dip in the nether, right? Right? Like, let's just go check out, see what the nether looks like. We just gotta go to our nether portal over here. Our below nether portal, as opposed to our above nether portal. Right? I'm curious what the nether with, like, unlimited render distance looks like. Well, not unlimited, but, like, crazy high. Okay, well, it's kind of hard to see because, you know, terrain and all that jazz. I'm not going to get lost. I've only got 7 rockets, so I'm only going up to this bastion and back. I just wanted to, like, load this area in effectively. There we go. And then you're pretty much not going to see past that because terrain. But honestly, with the render distance like this, we could actually make pillars and stuff like that, like landmarks, like that we'll be able to see from forever away to find our way around. There's a broken portal over there. What's that portal from? What thing did I try to link up incorrectly when I made that portal over there? Actually, you know what? We could yoink it. I need 2 blocks of obsidian anyways. There we go. And we go back home, because the nether scares me. This is our portal. Nope. There we go. That one that was up there... Whoop, I thought I was going to fall in the lava. That one that was up there was our previous portal, our original, like our first portal ever. Hello. Please go away. Without killing any of my spuds, you should be able to get back up here. Reasonably speaking. Get evaporated. Anyway, let's go grab our stuff real quick. I will definitely need more fireworks. You have some questions about where you're going to host the world? I haven't released the dates yet. Or the special events. Well, so... effectively what happens when we do Potato World Online, whatever the last state of the world is, like when we last stream here, is the world you guys will be playing on. So it'll be literally this. I will have my inventory, you guys will not have my inventory. You'll all have your own separate inventories. And whatever inventory you had from last year won't follow over. You'll basically be a brand new player in the world. Brand new from scratch. But you guys will have access to... I mean, you'll have access to everything I have. Let's see. If you combine high renders with shaders, you're not surprised you have lag? Honestly, that's the thing that's amazing, is the fact that not only am I combining a high render distance with shaders, but also I'm streaming and encoding it, so it's basically like running the game twice. So, not technically, my gats. So the way it works is, you guys get on this copy of the world. Like, let's say tomorrow is Potato World, you'd be playing on exactly what you're seeing here. However, once the event ends, and Potato World is over, effectively the entire world reverts back to exactly the way it started. With one exception. The big potato playpen, that carries over. However, that's like sacred ground. I don't touch that. So like when I come back into the world, I will never modify the playpen after it's been built. So whatever you guys build in that playpen is like basically like, it's like ancient history. Like it stays in the world forever. And technically, because of that, we've duplicated items. Like, technically, people have had copies of my armor that they wore during Potato World that are sitting in that playpen somewhere. People have, like, every year someone yoinks the dragon egg, which is on top of here. Every year someone yoinks this immediately and then goes and puts it, like, in the playpen, etc., etc. But technically, it will be in the world. I just won't physically ever, like, take it or use it. But let's see, what do we need? I got the 2 obsidian. I need spruce signs. Sprucey signs right here. Oh, we already have some. Nice. Sign. I only need the 1 sign, right? 1 sign. 3 glow ink, 3 orange dye. The glow ink's downstairs, but the orange dye should be here if we have any. 1. And this should be... Hello? There we go. That's 3. Now we just need the glow ink. And quantum breach waffle. Yeah, and quantum breach waffle. But I do want to be fair trades with you. If your inventory gets reset anyway, there's no point of trading. Yeah. So you won't be able to affect me personally. The concept here is I don't want anyone to use Potato World as like a way for me to cheat items in the game. But technically, in my world, there are cursed items like command blocks and stuff like that, like unobtainable items from Potato World. But they are located only in the playpens, and I do not interact. Like once Potato World ends, I don't interact with besides visiting and like reminiscing, like going down memory lane. We don't take anything out of the playpens. That would be like basically trampling sacred grounds. But yeah, effectively, you won't physically be able to give this potato, like me right here. You won't be able to give me anything. However, you can do like Monkey does, and you can make like a time capsule for yourself. This way, like next year, you could have those things and stuff like that. But yee. Let's see, do a quick sleep. What do you mean it's too... Watch, I'm going to move like 1 pixel, and now it's going to be close enough. Are you serious? Like, come on, game. I literally moved 1 pixel. Glow squid is in here. Do we have... We do. We're running a little low. Hopefully I don't need to go moidalize a bunch of squids. Or honestly, we're probably going to have to make a glow squid farm. But that's what you do when you're on a server. You want people with the grind. I mean, realistically, you'll have other people on the server you can grind with too. So, like, you guys can grind up some material that you might need to do some obscene build and put it in the playpen. I think Sacrifice last year wanted to try to mine the entire chunk out, and they convinced a couple of the people, like Nan and such, to help them do it. And then after they realized how grindy it was, they went, never mind. You realize you never joined the Bedrock server, Fretmade? Oops, oh no. Oops. I mean, is it still up? You could probably still do it, right? I'm filled the world with... I mean, that's what Oop does every year. You could tell where Oop has been. Oh, wait, I need more fireworks. We'll fly over there. We'll fly over there. We'll do like I said, we're doing a little bit of a world tour today without even, like, really meaning to. So we'll kind of just do, like, a quick, an explore of previous years. It's a public server. Jordan might be interested in joining. Yeah. So, I haven't announced this yet, but typically what we do is we give away golden tickets. Think of it like Willy Wonka style. However, you guys probably noticed I typically open up those tickets, like, in the beginning of December, and then it's almost the end of December, and I haven't opened tickets yet, which might be indicating something different. So, this year for Potato World Online, we're trying something new. And it's entry for everyone. However, there's a caveat. You guys will have to be in the Discord server to get whitelisted. And, if you're doing sus stuff, like, you know, griefing builds and stuff like that, you're gonna get kicked. Just to see how it is. Because the thing that I have planned... We're going to need friends. We're going to need a lot of people. So we're going to see. If it doesn't work out, I can always disable the thing, and then you guys will have normal Potato World to explore and have fun and do things. I have backup plans. However, the main goal this year, because every year, okay, so like, this is one of those things where like every single year we do it, it's really hard for me to know how well or how bad something will perform. And sometimes, I don't want to say flop. I don't feel like we ever really had a flop. But sometimes people are like, I had fun, but I didn't like this one aspect. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. And I love that feedback. Like, I know people are normally afraid to be like, oh, I don't want to be like, hey, this cool thing you did, I hated this aspect of it. Because, you know, like, that feels like you're like, I hate you as a person. I'm going to make you take this person. But I don't take it that way. I take it as, I want to know. Because, like, what's the alternative? You'd be like, oh, I didn't really have fun with that one thing. And instead of telling me so I know, so I can remove it next year or modify it next year, right? Then you're just going to be like, I'm just not going to show up next year because they're going to do it again because I don't know that you don't like it. You know what I mean? So I like that feedback. Now, obviously, you know, keep it constructive. Don't just be like, you suck and I hate everything you do. What am I going to do with that, right? But at the same time, like, one thing. First year... Everyone got elytras and immediately went to all the locations and like anyone that joined second day like had nothing to do, right? So like I'm like, okay, so then the second year what I did was I basically made it so that no one had elytras. right? I made it so that like everyone didn't have elytras, or rather, elytras were something you had to grind to get. You couldn't just like, I mean, you could just go to the end and get one, but it's hard to get one without already having an elytra. And the system I had in place was that so you could craft them, so that someone couldn't just go to the end and get all the elytras, and then now you don't have any elytras left in the world, right? So elytras became craftable. However, the mod we used was very grindy, and considering the server's only up for a week, people were kind of like, look, I like the mod, it's fun, but like it's super grindy, and I don't want to invest my entire life grinding to get it. And people still got them. We had like 4 people that had elytras on the server. People got that shit. So it's like, all right, I like the concept of elytras being something you had to like earn. However, making the mod like too grindy with too short of a time span, feedback taken, like stuff like that. And yes, we had NPCs last year that you could trade with. However, this year I have a different solution, and I kind of want to see where chat goes with it. Last year we had the cake event, where you guys were collecting items from mobs to turn into the cake boy to get cakes. And this is last year's playpen, so I could show you. So like the metric we used, like the first year was potato coins. We had potato chips. And this past year we did cake eaten. So like first place was most eaten cake, second place eaten cake, etc., etc. The monkey built a museum. The first floor was the first year's, and the second floor is the year that they built it in. But there's the potato chips from the first year. They're special dandelions because they look kind of like coins. Oh, this is fun. They have a copy of my shield. They got the zoomies. Yeah, this is an ender pearl that if you hold, it makes you have like uncontrollable amount of speed. There's a waffle. Pat, pat, pat. Let's see. I don't remember what. I think they put a couple items in it. That might have been like my original totem or such not. The points of interest POI book. A bit picky. Oh, these are some custom items and some of my original items. The monkey business time capsule that they planned last year, they put in here. The spud with the golden sword. Okay, this was a unique item that I made. That effectively only had 1 durability, so the second you used it, it would break, but it would one-shot anything in the game, and it did like 9999999 damage. It did obscene damage. The Art of the Online Sword was a custom item that I made that basically you had to hold it in your offhand, but then it gave you an increased attack speed. So it was like you were dual wielding in Minecraft. Even though you weren't technically dual wielding, it basically gave you double the attack speed, so it could be like you were dual wielding. Diamonds are common. It's easier to balance custom items. Yeah, that's why we had the custom items. Diamonds are way too easy to get. And like they're a little less easy now that you can't just do the swamp method, but like we used custom item. Yeah, but like we could also control where the item comes from, like drops from mobs, drops from ores. Like we had 2 items last year that were 1 drop from mobs and 1 dropped from ores, and you had to trade both of them to get a cake, and it was a special birthday cake. And then the birthday cake was just the normal Minecraft cake that you could place down and eat. But like their crafting recipe for normal cake was removed, and so was the ability to trade for them. B! Thank you for the 5 gifted, holy shees! Get away from the piano? No. It's buried beneath me. I literally cannot. Unfortunately, I think the piano broke from desync. There's the cake boy. Can I still trade with him? I can, but it broke. But yeah, this was the custom trade, effectively, to get the special cake. Command block. Special items. This is the second year, where we had items that, like, made you huge and made you tiny. An Endrick arrow. I don't remember what the Endrick arrow did. I think it teleported you to wherever you shot the arrow. Yeah, if I had the data pack on, it would work. Yeah, these were the special items. The egg potato. Yeah, we had custom potato-shaped eggs. egg-shaped potatoes, rather. This was the birthday candle. The crystal apple. So the mod that we used was, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Valhalla mod, that like basically made the game into like an MMO with like leveling and progression. And this basically added like 50 levels to everything temporarily. Yo, Mari, welcome in, mate. Yeah, if you guys just got gifted a heckin' sub, please say thank you to B. And B, let me write you down. 5, B gifts. I got you. I got you. Let's see. I don't remember what this did. There was a whole bunch of potions. Potions, lingering potion of graceful flight basically gave you levitation and then slow falling. Slow falling. Vader Undertaker, welcome on in. Watching stream while playing Fallout New Vegas. You having a good time with it? You having fun? An OP potion literally gave you every positive status effect in the game for like a minute. It was broken. Iron Greatsword Axe or Iron Great Axe. There were custom weapons in the game too. Basically had modified stuff. I can't break any of these to hold them. But yeah. Cool little I love that Monkey did this. I have a feeling Monkey, I don't feel like Monkey will do 2 years in a row. Maybe if they do make a museum, it'll be just the 2026 stuff. But yee. Let's see. Oh yeah, Sacrifice's Corner over here. I am gonna sleep real quick. I can't sleep in here. This is sacred grounds. We have to leave to sleep. There we go. B is the next sub-gift master. Alright, well, my Gats felt personally offended and needed to retaliate. Holy crap, my Gats! Bro, your bank mate. Your heckin' bank mate. Thank you so much for 10 gifted subs. Holy crap. Yeah, they took that personally, B. 10x my Gats for subs. Gifts. There we go. I got you, mate. Yeah, holy crap, my Gats. Guys, please. As much as I like money, I care more about your bank accounts, and it's the holidays, please. You could go buy your 10 gifted subs. That's like 50 bucks. That's a dinner for you and an SO. Like, you know, that's a nice gift for someone. Please. Please, mate. I genuinely, like, I know you're not gonna, like, charge back or anything like that. If there's a new person that comes in and drops stuff like that, I get very concerned. But, like, I know you're not gonna do stuff like that, but still, genuinely, that's a lot of money to drop. Especially during these time of years. You know what I mean? You don't have one of those, an SO? Well, B, if you're gonna be spending money on your SO, you know, I could be a SO. I'm joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. But thank you, my Gats, and thank you, B, for the 10 and the 5 gifted. Let's see. We have another cursed item in here. He's in silly jail. Sorry, you're too unk. That's fair. You spend your money on me anyway. And then I could show you the progress Sacrifice made. I think Sacrifice and Nan were the ones digging out. They dug out all of this. And keep in mind, they dug out all of this without having access to, like, diamond tools and stuff. Because the progression thing made it so that they dug blocks slower at first until they leveled up. Then they dug way faster. Like, you could basically have permanent haste 3 once you were leveled up enough. But the grind was too much for them, I think. And they were like, nah. They wanted to just come in and grind with, like, haste beacons and all that jazz. And then you could tell where Oob has been. You could tell where Oob has been. With the mushrooms and redstone everywhere. Hello, friend. It looks like he's hugging the armor stand. Is that armor stand your SO? Potato is an insignificant other. That's fair. Host stand. Oh yeah. Nan. Oh wait. Oh, I think I remember exactly where it was too. Nan built a little corner. It was like right over here. There should be like, if I remember correctly, there should be like a little lake over here. And Nan built like a little hidey hole. Is the lake right here? It's like right over this ridge. Right here? Am I remembering correctly? This is where she was planting the trees. But there was like a little lake. Really? Is this? Yeah, here it is. Nan had a little hidey hole that they dug in the wall there that they were hiding their stuff in. And they were basically farming trees over here. Like this little strip, they were farming trees and stuff. And I came up while they were farming because I have the ability to be like invisible on the server while y'all are on. And you can't even tell that I'm online. And they would just plant like a strip of like, let's say birch. and then they'd go back over here into their base and switch stuff up. And I would come over here while I was invisible and switch like one of the birch out with like a spruce, like with something different, like a dark oak, like something random. And they'd come back out with bone meal and then start bone mealing them. And they'd stop and double take and be like, huh? Wait, huh? And they'd be like so confused. And then they'd break it and place the spruce down and then go back and then do the same thing again. And I'd replace it with something else. And then they started being like, huh? And they start leaving it and ignoring it. And every time they ignore it, I'd swap it out with a different one. I would mess. I think I take great joy messing with y'all while y'all are playing and you don't realize I'm on the server. I think that's one of my greatest joys. Wait, I have picks. I definitely have picks. Wait. This is gonna be like a memory lane stream, chat. This is gonna be like looking back on Potato World 2025. The stream. One second. Where is it? Screenshots folder. Yeah. Wait, could I do a slideshow of this folder? Is there a way that I could do a slideshow of like just putting all, I'm trying to think of like what I can do to do that. In fact, didn't I do that previously? Do I have something in here that's already a slideshow? We're playing on your world. What are you going to do? I literally, I host the event. So like for the most part, like when we're streaming the games itself, I'll be on the world being the host effectively. I'm just Kane from Digital Circus, effectively. And then when we're not doing an event, I'm just screwing around, doing other stuff, vibing, hanging out, watching you guys, stuff like that. Typically the server only stays up for the week of my birthday. So it's going to be, spoiler alert, it's going to be the last week of January, effectively. I'm going to post the exact dates closer to, so don't worry. But effectively, for that week, I'm going to be streaming Potato World Online instead of Potato World itself. So I'm going to be hanging out with you guys doing silly things. Yee. And you're some bum who fixes broken things. Speaking of that, Montana, if you're free, could I borrow your big brain on some stuff? But we could discuss that later. I could hit you up on Discord later on for that. I know you're busy with a lot of stuff too, so I don't want to put too much on you. Our birthdays, yeah. My birthday's on the 24th of January. Wait. Are we twins and we didn't even realize it? Let's freaking go. Okay, me and B have the same birthday. Yo. Holy schwauzow. Now you're free for Jan? Things have settled? Okay, well, that's good to hear, mate. I didn't want to put pressure on you because I know your ass would have said yes even if you were literally pulling your hair out. You're twin with an unk? Let's go. Are you the fast twin or the slow twin? All right, let's face it. I'm the slow twin. Woo! That's so fun. So we get to celebrate your birthday at the same time as mine. Woo! Let's go. But I'm trying to think. Let's see. Is there a way that I could do like a slideshow? I wonder, I actually have an idea. I know how I could do this. I just have to find where they start and end. And they should be categorized by like age. So let's see. Let's see, where is it? I'm looking for January of 2025. This is 1-1, so I'm close. 1 second. I mean, I could just start with this. Let's see. I don't care if you guys see behind the scenes now because, like, it's already made. Where are we? That's 5. That's 4. Are they jumbled up? Wait, what? 1-8, 1-7, 1-1. Why are they out of order? 1 second. Let me sort them by date. They are sorted by date. Why are they not sorted by date? They should be sorted by the date they were taken, not to mention the date, the actual names. Your Revolution event was on the 27th of January, which is only 3 days after that. I mean, it'll be going on for the whole week, so I don't know how long yours is going to be going on for. But the 24th of January is my actual birthday, Whether or not the server starts on that day, different question. Like I said, I'm not going to reveal the date yet. I don't want to give anyone spoilers for that yet. Let's see, where are we at? 1:23:23. 1 second, chat, 1 second. I'm trying to see if I could find... This is 1:11. Okay, yeah, no, they look like they're in the right order now. Did I not have screenshots of that? Oh, wait. I know what I did. I think I have a separate screenshot folder from Potato World. Do I? Yeah, because I think I made a separate thing for that. Wait. I have to. I know I took screenshots. I know I took so many screenshots. Bro, where are they? Where would they be? Where would I have put them? You know, another question, ask away. You're going to be trying to plan out where you get your first drink when you're on? Yo, let's go. What's your first drink going to be, though? That's more important, or arguably more important question than where. It's what? I don't know. I know I have them because I know we've looked at them before. In fact, I think we literally at the end of Potato World, that's what we did. We went through all the pictures that I took. Are we going to have a VC on the server? I don't know. Last year we didn't because the VC mod was absolutely broken, but we were also trying to do parody things because we had a geyser set up, and like no one joined on Bedrock last year. I went through so much trouble like upgrading everything at the last second because Minecraft updated like at the end of December, right going into January. So like I was ready to launch the server in December. Obviously that would be too early. And then Minecraft updated, so I had to forcibly update all of the mods, all of the things, because Geyser has to be the most recent version, because Bedrock has to be the most recent version. Yeah, I'm not doing Geyser again. Like, don't get me wrong, the first year we did Geyser, we had like one person join from Bedrock, and that was super cool, but at the same time, like... it's a lot of effort, and I feel like it diminishes the quality for everyone, and the Bedrock quality is like not that great because like texture packs and stuff like that don't roll over that well. Stuff like that. Yo, welcome in, CNN. No worries, mate. It happens. That's why we have that message. He says, why are you a fox? I'm not. I'm a potato. I'm just shaped like a fox. But welcome on in. See, I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, mate. I'm trying to find these photos. I know we have them. I just don't remember where I saved them. Maybe I moved them into like my like a separate folder, like a backup folder. Backup saves. No, I don't know where I would have put them. Potato World Online 2025, maybe in here. No, this is all the backup stuff. I don't know. If I find them, chat, we can go down memory lane. I don't know where they are. I don't want to spend the whole stream like floundering around looking. We could do more if we aren't restricted to use data packs and not mods. Yeah. So now we could use everything. In fact, Montana, that's one of the things I wanted help with, is you basically like, you know how you did like the Vault Hunters pack where it's like, here's the one thing, you install it, it's done. I wanted to do that this year so that it could just be like, don't have to think about it. Come on over here. It's got everything like it's got the server address loaded into it. Like it's got everything ready to go. Install and play. This way it's as easy for peeps as possible. Because my concept this year is I want to open it to everyone effectively. You're going to have to get whitelisted. So you're going to have to join the Discord. You're going to have to get yourself whitelisted. But after that, it's not going to be golden ticket restricted. This way lots of people could join in. And with that said, I want to try to make it as easy for those people joining in as possible, because I don't want to have to worry about like I'm asleep and someone wants to join in and they're like, but what's the server address? But what's this? But what mods do I need? Like that, etc., etc. Yo, Hidden Day, welcome on in, mate. Hope we had a fantastic Tuesday. But Montana, I'll give you more deets. I'll give you more deets on Discord probably tomorrow if you're free. Tomorrow after I get off of work. Luckily or unluckily, today I had to work because it's holidays and I work retail, unfortunately for me. However, I am off on Christmas, so I get to stay up late tomorrow. Yeah, which means I'll be playing catch-up. I'll be playing catch-up tomorrow. But so good times. Let's go to the new playpen for this year. Let's go to the new playpen that y'all have this year, which should be right over here. I guess technically we can load these chunks in. It's Wednesday for you. Yo, let's go. It's already... Wait, tell us the winning lotto numbers then. Yeah. If you're in the future, you can help us cheat. Yeah. But welcome on in. You're in Christmas Eve. Well, happy Christmas Eve, mate. You'll be staying up playing around with your new mic. I could believe that. Wait, could that be Befriend? That's not going to be Befriend, right? There's no shot we find Befriend. All right, that's not Befriend. These arguably weren't even loaded chunks. I think Befriend is no longer with us. I think Befriend, like, went off and died somewhere. I have no idea where Befriend went off to. We literally had a bounty hunt for Befriend. If anyone finds, and honestly, that still exists. This year, clip this if you want. Mark my words. There's a bounty still out for Befriend. If you guys find Befriend on the server, technically, wherever you find him, he'll be in the real world. You're like, he'll be here in this world too. If you find Befriend, I will literally give you money. Just a few bees from your raincoat. Oh, okay. Maybe they escaped from the bee hotel. All right, let's real quick get these signs situated in the playpen, because I think that's the last detail we needed to do here. And then the playpen's set up and ready for this year. We could finish doing the tour, and then we can plant potatoes. I have like 50-something potatoes to plant. Not that like that would take very long. They're free to come and go as they please. Well, the ones in the hotel may be trapped. You know the song's like, you don't have to stay, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. It's the opposite. You might want to go home, but you must stay here. How's everyone's day going? Going fantastic. Don't worry, I'll show you. You can free them when you get on the server. I think that someone did that literally. First thing they did was went and broke all the bees out of the... broke them all out. Okay, let's do hanging sign here. And it's Big Potato Playpen 2026. And of course I hit 2026, so my tail goes up because it gets excited when I type the number 6. Big Potato Playpen 2026. I hit it a second time, so it went down. We do one of you, and one of you. I just realized, no, we don't need to. I could do this. That's what I was like, why did I only bring 3? We can do this. Sakura Plateau is this way. That leads home. This way people know how to get home. Because keep in mind, when you're on a server, the render distance is ass. You owe me bees. I have plenty of bees for you. You're not even sure you want to do Potato World? I mean, that's fair. You don't have to. No one's forcing you. And lastly, but not leastly, boop, bop. There we go. All right. Clipped. I don't know if Befriend is alive. TLDR, for anyone that might be new to the server, way back in the day, when we first built our Omega Bonsai in our Sakura Plateau, which was one of our big first, like, Omega builds, we had a random bee nest that we basically put down and had a single bee living in it. And this said bee just lived here. And it broke where it was just stuck. Like, just, it was in the air, just sat there, not moving, not leaving. Just, it stayed there. And we named him Befriend, because it's Befriend, all one word effectively. But he lived right in here. And he just sat there, unmoving, like his AI broke. And then one day we updated the version to like whatever the new version was at the time, and he moved. And he just started floating around and going in and out of his nest like normal. So we're like, oh, okay, Befriend is active again. Cool. And then we never really thought about it, but like one day we came up and realized he wasn't in his nest still. He had wandered off. And we don't know what happened with him. Tato, you would like to report a crime? What's the crime? He drowned? Why would he drown? They don't go in water. Montana is, in fact, forcing me. I don't think that's a crime, though. Like, they don't go in water, though. And why would he go all the way down there? Look at all these flowers. He has so many flowers up here. The only thing that I can think of that might have actually happened is we have our honey farm up here. He might have decided to wander up that way to like use some of these as his flower, and then decided to go into one of these. So the good ending is he's just in the honey farm somehow. Yeah, I don't know how he would have gotten in, but like he could be one of these bees. Forcing and threatening are technically different. Technically correct. A mob never fails to find the original point of interest. I don't know. I literally, technically, like I said, the world update, maybe he just decided, this is my favorite flower. You're my favorite pizza place. I don't know. And then decided that these bee nests were closer. The problem is, I don't think that you can access any of those hives from out here. Oh, no. Well, right here. I don't remember this being broken. Like, I thought this was covered. But maybe I broke them to fix something in here? I'm looking to see if I see a nameplate. I don't remember if this was open always. We might have opened this ourselves. He might be in here. I thought this was enclosed. Where did this honey go? I had honey here. I had to have broken the honey to like fix something in here. And that's how it got in. Why didn't you join earlier? Why didn't you join earlier? Welcome on in, Duck. If this was broken when that happened, he could have gotten in here. He could have joined a hive from like literally right here. They can enter from any side of the hive, I'm fairly certain. You could break whatever you want during the event. In fact, funny thing, I had a test server testing some of the mods and stuff where I only let a couple like mods and stuff like that in, like Montana, Brev, stuff like that. And one of the things we did on the test server was like entirely nuke my base. Like we spawned an Ender Dragon and it like flew through the base. We had a couple withers going. We made the wither fight the Ender Dragon. It didn't turn out that well. Like we went crazy. It's like, I don't mind stuff like that. The only things that I typically do is there are certain places that I make like immune to destruction. And this location is one of them. There will be a couple of locations like that. And that's mostly because I don't want people like desecrating like something that means that much to me. If it's something that is that important to me, I will literally make it untouchable. Oh yeah, that's always fun. Did that too in your previous community? Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like, I don't care. It's like, no, you broke a glass block. Especially considering like, I know it'll get reset when we go back to single player. You know what I mean? The only thing that I'll be upset about is like if someone builds something, like think of it like our W place or whatever. Like the playpen is anything goes. You can build whatever you want. As long as it's inside the bounds of the playpen, it will get carried over. But if you start just trolling people and like destroying their build, like if you just bring a bunch of TNT over there and crater someone's build, you're going to get kicked. Period. Full stop. End of story. And you're probably going to get banned off Twitch too. Like if you do something so mean to our community like that, then you're gone. Period. Full stop. End of story. No hesitation. With that said, though, like if like let's say you build something with a mushroom and then you like, you know, I don't know, you put a smiley face on the side of the mushroom, like something that's like harmless or adding to the build, that's fine. As long as you're not just like literally just being destructive for the sake of being an ass. I don't mind it being like a collaborative build at that point in time. And if the person says like, hey, please don't do that, then, you know, be considerate. But at the same time, like if the person's taking up the whole playpen and you're like, hey, I want to build something too, then they don't own the playpen. You can also be like, hey, please don't take up the whole playpen. You know what I mean? But yeah, good times. Yes, yes. What were we doing? I forgot. I literally got distracted. I think we did everything we need to prep the playpen. I think the playpen's ready. So now we plant potatoes. Was that the next step? I wanted to go somewhere. There was somewhere in the world I wanted to visit. I don't remember where it is. You know what's something I want to do? Can you make a proximity bomb that won't explode if you go near the playpen as put in your world? As long as it doesn't technically troll anyone in the playpen, yes. You could build proximity bombs. PvP is enabled on the server, etc, etc, etc. Like I said, if you're harassing people, there's a difference between, like, you know, having a duel or setting up a prank versus, like, outright harassing someone. I did want to test something. So this is our new raid farm build. This was our drowned chicken jockey dance floor, and this was the original raid farm that no longer works. And we could see all of them from spawn now because of this mod. You could see where I have my render distance set to and what is being rendered outside of that distance. But what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to fly around this area just to load all the chunks in so we could see them from spawn. And so that they look pretty. But I think I want to do it during the day because I don't remember the last time I slept was. It was probably recent. And I don't want to deal with phantoms. And then after we do that, then we'll plant potatoes. And after we plant potatoes, I think it depends on what time it is. We could also do some friend slap today for funsies. Like we could turn words on stream and stuff like that on while we're planting potatoes. You also want to visit the library with you because you want to show what your book looks like when it's complete. That's fine. Monkey took their book out of the library at one point and finished it. And then I think they put it in their time capsule. This is technically chunks that we've been to. We have a villager breeder over there from when we got village boys from over here. Yo! Raiders! Chris, welcome on in! Welcome on in, streamers. Welcome on in, raiders. What'd you guys get up to today? Last seeing playing VR chat. Yo, let's go. How was the VR chat vibes? Were they immaculate? Fortnite? Fartnut? What is that? Is that Fartnut? I can never tell. I just go by the style and be like, looks like Fortnite. That's a Fortnite. No chicken dinner for you in that one. Forest? Which forest? This forest? I'm actually surprised I'm not lagging. That's how you know we fixed the shaders. I'm by this forest and I'm not lagging stream out. But yeah, this is where we got our original desert villager boys. Let's go sweep around this way. It's crazy that I could still see over there. Look, I could see the playpen from here. It's insane. It's actually insane. You found a hilarious glitch in VR chat. You would hope it would show that clip. It picks a random one. But I mean, you could always share the clip in content sharing. We could check it out. But yeah, what'd you guys get up to today? Did you like have funny pranks, play with friends, just vibing, chilling? I don't really know what you do on VR chat. Like I'm asking. Like I'm not saying like you specifically, just in general. Like I know people like use it as like a stream background for like 3D streams and stuff like that, but like I genuinely don't know. Unless you're like, you have a bunch of friends and you're doing like a skit or something like that. Just vibing, having a pool party with friends. Well, that sounds fun. I know what I want to do with VR chat, especially for like, you know, holiday stuff like that. But that has to come once I have an avatar and stuff like that. For macro, micro, RP. Can you do that shit on? I mean, I guess you could do that shit. I mean, okay, yeah, that's fair. I guess people could do a lot of naughty stuff on VR chat. I won't be imbibing in that aspect. I don't judge you. You guys do you. You guys do you, all right? But I will say this. I don't know. This might be something weird that I'm going to have to deal with. So like I don't know how I'm going to react with this because I haven't done it in VR yet. But in real life, I don't like people touching me. And I mean, you guys probably know that because even I playfully freak out when you guys like pat the potato here and stuff like that, right? But I don't really view that as you physically touching me, right? In VR, that's different. That's like someone's hand coming right at me. And I guess I'm going to kind of dip my toes in the water with that because I'm going to see how that feels with Phasmo VR. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I might not be comfy with people coming up and like reaching out to touch me in like VR chat. So like if that's a thing and I do the thing that I want to do with the VR chat with like the Christmas party and stuff like that and like, you know, the Thanksgiving party, etc., I might have to make rules and or give myself a magical bubble Got it. Touch the potato. Banned. All right, wait. I want to see the clip. I want to see the clip. So what is the glitch? You can't watch stream because it... No, I'm sorry, glitch. That might be a Twitch thing, though. That's the wrong thing. Here it is. I'll unmute so I can hear it.
I can't do the glitch appearance.
Hello?
2, 1.
See, the problem is I don't know. I'm sure that's perfectly normal. See, the problem is I don't know what is or isn't normal. Like, for all I know, that's just anyone could do that. You push the button that makes your camera spin around. Like, I've never been in VR chat. I have no idea what is anything in there. What happened to check Discord? It's been gone for a hot minute. Mostly because I felt like there were several things that were interrupting stream, making people feel awkward, both people posting things and people in the stream itself. And it kind of just didn't match the vibe. It didn't match the vibe I was going for with it. So now we just have where if someone posts something in Discord and it's relevant to whatever we're doing, I just go and check it. Like I have free will. I could just check Discord whenever I want it. You know what I mean? And then people don't have to feel like, oh, this is weird and I don't know what's going on. And people that are recommending things don't have to feel like, oops, I accidentally ruined the vibe, or oops, I didn't mean to do that, or like think like you don't have to worry. It's chill. If you post something, I check it. We check it. I can toggle a personal space. Okay, that makes me feel very reassured. I know that might sound like a silly thing to say, to be nervous about someone touching you physically, digitally, but like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like how my brain is wired. You know what I mean? Like, I know don't get me wrong. I know physically, my real brain knows that you're not actually touching me. But like, that doesn't help the brain that sees a hand coming at me, if that makes any sense, right? I don't know. You were holding a seat, then you sat it and it flung you? Okay, that sounds like some fun-ass Bethesda glitch. That sounds like fun. But I just want to do a quick loopy here, which we were going this way, just to load in these chunks, just so that we can see them from home effect. Because like, look at this gap in the middle. Just so we can see them from home. Yours does that sometimes? It glitches between different emotes? What? Oh, like it was turning into the Pog-tato back and forth? Literal. I was going to say skill. No, it's just Twitch being jank. That's just Twitch jank. That's why that's why the world decided to go off? Yeah, I know, right? Have I been here? I definitely had to have been here before, right? Yeah, I don't see the gold block. Oh, wait, the chest is still there. All right, well, we got a golden apple. Silk touch axe. I'll take the free obby. But no god apple. I'm genuinely surprised that I've never been to this portal, considering like how close it is to home. I thought I would have discovered. Where's the gold block then? Is there no gold? I thought every one of these had to have a golden block. Whoops. Didn't mean to pick you up. Ouch. Oh well. Cool. Anyway, there were 8 deer. Thinking about that number for a second in your yard. That picture is in content sharing. Migrating deer. Honestly, I've seen places that happen. They just like a pack like wanders through and they're just vibing until something spooks them. It's kind of cute. Not gonna lie. Like, it's really cute. In fact, isn't that like the oh, I sneezed, I'm not allowed to sneeze, like where that clip came from, where it's like basically a pack of deer were like this old couple's backyard, and like some woman was like peeking through the window and being like, oh, they're so cute, and like the husband like sneezed and scared them all off. I wonder if I can do this and like leave a random chunk in the middle, specifically not rendered in. There's 8. I think I've seen more than 8 before. I think I've seen like Daily Dose of Internet where like something like that where there's like 100 elk in someone's yard or some random crap like that. All right, the 2 chunks are almost touching. Bro's missing the bit. I'm dumb. But Potato, are you comfortable telling exactly how Miri's clip felt when you saw it? Wait, which clip? Was there a clip you posted? Wait. Did you post it in clips? No. Which clip? I didn't see clip. Which clip? What'd you miss for so long? Not much. We're just vibing. Would you tell exactly how it made me... You meant during You Laugh, You Lose? You mean the clip you posted that made me laugh? Or you mean like the clip of her talking about making me laugh? I'm just trying to understand. I'm missing something here. Honestly, it's a really pretty mountainside right there. I love the big taiga trees. I love the big spruce. Alright, we just fill this little spot in the middle here. The clip that made me laugh? What do you mean, like, how did it make me feel? I mostly was doing a bit, and then... I was mostly doing the bit, like, I wasn't actually sad or anything. It was just that she called out me. I felt like she called me out, like she knew I was making fun of the bit, and called my ass out, and then I was on the edge for so long that she just made me chuckle. How many deer pull Santa's sleigh? 6 to 7? I don't know. I'd have to actually go through there. There's Comet and Cupid, and Dancer and Blitzen. I don't even think I could name all of Santa's reindeer. That's 8, 9? 9. It's 9. I had to do the song. Including Rudolph, there's 9. Okay, I get the bit now. That there were 8 in the yard. It's Santa's reindeer. They landed early. I get it. But those are just deer. Aren't reindeer like literally a separate species of ungulate? It's like their own thing. That would be like calling a wolf a dog. A dog is a dog. A wolf is a wolf. The way she was holding the camera might be... No, I don't mind, because I know that's not me. Like, I don't like, connect that as... I don't connect the camera perspective as being me. It's like, kind of like you guys right there. Like, the screen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the camera. But if I was the point of view, and they were reaching out, I don't know how I'd feel. I'd have to literally... Because, like, my brain right now, thinking about that, is like, what do you mean? Why would that affect me? You know what I mean? Like, I know that that's not touching me. But, like, physically being there makes your brain think different things. You know all the names? I'm terrible with names. Like, perfect example. The first time, and I think Oob was actually... Oob, you were here for this, right, Oob? I think Oob was literally here for this. The first time I ever played VR, I'm like, it's not going to trick me, because I know it's not real, right? Like, I know it's not actually real. So we were playing a dungeon crawly game, and it had, like, a really steep cliff right in the beginning of the game. And I walked right up to the edge of the cliff, being like, haha, whatever, I'm not afraid of heights, so whatever, who cares? And I made a joke about, like, leaning over the edge, and being like, oh no, look at me, I'm leaning over the edge, because it was like, oh, well, it's VR, I know it's not real, it's not going to scare me, right? I happened to step on the very edge of the playfield, and for me, I set up this mat on, like, a hardwood floor. And the rug was the playfield. So effectively, if you step off the rug, you step out of the playfield, you might hit a wall, or you might punch a person. So it's like the rules were you stayed in the playfield. And also the rules for our VR is you have to be barefoot. You could have socks, but no shoes, because you have to be able to feel where the edge of the playfield is, if you're stepping on the cable, things like that. Those were just the preset rules, right? I happened to step, like where my foot stepped, to step over the edge of the cliff, stepped over the edge of the playfield, and even though it was only like a freaking millimeter thick carpet, my foot felt that edge. Welcome back. My foot felt that edge, and my brain related that edge to the edge I was stepping on in VR that wasn't real. And I immediately felt my heart sink in my chest, because my brain was like, you idiot, you're standing over an abyss, you're about to die. And I literally, like, I went pale, and I stepped back, and I, like, put my hand to my chest. And everyone looked at me like, bro, are you good? Like, bro, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. But I was like, literally like, I'm fine. And they're like, bro, what happened? You know, because I looked like I saw a ghost. And they're like, I had to explain it to them, like, where I stepped, because they just saw me step forward and then, like, basically have, like, a mini panic attack. Because my brain in that moment was like, you were teetering over the edge, you were about to kill yourself, you idiot, step back. And I was like, whoa, I felt it. Like in that moment, I realized that VR trick, because your brain sees things, and it doesn't matter if you know what you're looking at isn't real. Your brain has the instinctual reaction to make you feel fear response. And in that same concept where I know in that instance, like for example, like let's say the camera perspective was my face perspective and Miri reached out and grabbed me or whatever. Like I know now in real life that watching that footage wouldn't do anything. I know that if I was there, that they're not actually touching me. Like I understand all these things, but that doesn't mean my brain wouldn't react in the way of I am being reached out to in that moment, like reactionarily, if that makes any sense. I know that sounds confusing. Afterwards, I would know fully that I was never in risk of being touched, blah, 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 blah. But that doesn't change the reaction that my body has to hand incoming. And maybe I can desensitize myself to it and stuff like that, but I don't want to necessarily throw myself in the dark over and over again, like proverbially speaking, to be not afraid of the dark. You know what I mean? I feel like that could also make it worse. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're afraid of this thing, just constantly, you know, get afraid of it so that you're not afraid of it anymore. It's like, okay, or you can just exacerbate it and make it worse. You keep forgetting you're streaming because you're playing MFS. What's MFS? Well, MSFS. MSFS. My serious fart sister. I don't know what MSFS is. No, we turn around. We don't load the last chunk. Did we load it? I think we might have loaded it. No, we loaded all of them. I wanted like a single chunk not loaded in. Oh, well. It's crazy that we could see that far away. We could probably see further. I don't think we've flown far enough to see further than that. I'm kind of really curious what 2,000 something blocks is in Minecraft. Like it's so hard to visualize that. Because I think we haven't gone past that point that way. Your brain doesn't. You're fine in VR and can jump off cliffs and such without any problem. First, I mean, like, I feel like I can get used to it. I feel like that's something I would get used to, right? Short for Microsoft Flight. Oh, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, that's cool. I never think of MS as Microsoft, even though, like, MS Windows. Like, it makes sense. I think of, like, M as one word. Like, what? It's like one word. You know what I mean? So when I see an acronym, I'm like, that's four different words. You know what I mean? I'm really curious. I don't want to load in erroneous chunks necessarily, but like, I know we've been in these areas. They're technically loaded in. So let's fly over this way some. And I just kind of really want to see, like, how far do we fly until that mountain that's effectively behind me right now? Like, that mountain effectively actually falls off of render distance. It also makes sense that you have this sense of self-defense in your mind because it actually looks like you're getting touched. Exactly. And like I said, my brain knows that I'm not actually in any risk. I'm not actually, etc., etc. But it's like that natural, it's like that response as if something is really doing it. It's just like, it's like a trauma response. I don't want to say that I'm traumatized. I don't want to say that, but it's not far off from that sort of a response. Microsoft? What the f is a Microsoft? Well, it's like when it's like as opposed to Macrosoft. It's like, you know, it's like when it's tiny and soft instead of big and hard. You're done playing New Vegas for today? What'd you miss? Not much. We're messing with this new mod. It's a level of detail mod that lets us see very, very far in Minecraft with shaders on without lagging. So we're kind of rendering in some new stuff just to see how far we could see. And now it's foggy. But I think it's finally out of render distance. Let's land and sleep. Because I don't know if it's like the sleep fog. Or the rain fog. Yeah, of course. We'll sleep on the ocean floor. What do you mean it's too far away? MFS. MSFS. I can't even say that freaking acronym. Bed here. We swim up here. Let me fly. Let me fly. Thank you. Sleeping with the fishes. Welcome on in, lab. Let's see. No, I think it's legit cutting it off, right? Because I can't see. I don't know, actually. Let's fly into the rainbow real quick. Same concept. Like, I don't think I get freaked out by, like, VR chatters touching the camera, because I view it as a camera when I'm not in the perspective of the camera, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I think... No, it's still there. Oh my god. Oh my god. This has to be more than 2,000 blocks, right? We're about to literally be 2,000 blocks in the negative. And that has to be like 2,000 blocks in the positive. Because 0, 0 is like around here. Like that. He's sleeping with the fishes. You mean he's got a job with an aquarium night watchman? Yes. Lab! Thank you for 37 months. Holy schmauzow. Let's get some freaking pogtatoes in chat for that. I'm also going to write you down.
Potato
1x lab.
328 pug slide. Potato 328 bug slide.
Bogue
Potato
slide. Bogue slide.
328
Let's get some freaking pogtatoes in chat, yo. Yo. According to the source.com, strip is an acronym of paint. What's an antonym? What's an antonym? Is it like a thing you can do with paint? Because you can strip paint. It's a big hard strip. Exactly. I could still see that freaking chunk of mountain. I don't know how far I need to go. Right. Opposite word. Yeah, I guess to strip is to unpaint. It's still visible! This is insane. This is actually insane. Will it ever not be visible? I love the rat jam. It's still visible. It's still visible. I realized something, chat. I'm not going to call it out. I realize I'm accidentally doing something to my world. I realize I'm doing something to my world. Chat, you can't see it, right? Definitely can't see it, right? I am loading new chunks. I think I have loaded these chunks before. I think these chunks have previously been loaded, just not with the Voxy mod. These chunks that you're seeing now, we've only loaded today with the Voxy mod on. And I think once you load them, Voxy remembers them, but you have to load them after installing the mod. Potato. Synonym is the same. Antonym is the opposite. I knew synonym. I'd never heard antonym before. Trees, potato. We see it. You see trees. Okay, good. Definitely don't look at anything else. I'm going to need to land to get more fireworks here in a moment. It's still so crazy. Like, Minecraft needs to be this by default. Like, look at this. Like, this is gorgeous. I want to kind of expand it this way a little bit. And I'm not lagging at all. Well, okay, I say that. I'm lagging a little bit. And mostly it's my VTuber lagging, which could just not be anything. We should do a Vivecraft stream. I want to do VR stream. We're going to do more VR streaming now that I'm going to have full body tracking soon. I'm assuming, like, if it weren't for Christmas, we'd probably have it by the end of the week. I'm not sure if we're going to get it before Crimbus, though. Yeah, VR streams. I will have to find someone to make a Potato Fox model. I'll wait till after the re-debut, because obviously I want the new model to be the guidance, and I don't want to hand out my new model to a bunch of people that might leak it. Pico game. Play FNAF. We have FNAF. We've done that technically before. You could watch those streams of us playing the first Help Wanted and the second one. We've done both of them. Distant Horizon has an option to keep it generating if the world has the thing. It does. This is Voxy, though, because Distant Horizons broke everything last time I tried to use it. I'm sure they've fixed it since then. But my god, am I afraid to use it? Yeah, we did FNAF. Oh god, what? It was before we got the new model. So it was over a year ago. I think it was around when it came out. I want to say it was around when it came out. I hate it. I have never played any of the Fallout games. I need to. I think I own them. I just have never played them. Yeah, it's a hot minute ago. But I think we played both of them, yeah? Like, right, we played both of them. There is a Fallout 4 VR. I own that one. I just haven't played it. I think I have Skyrim VR, too. You should get Sister Location VR once you do. We should. Never play Fallout 4? Oh, okay. Do I have enough to get up here? You used to this? Honestly, the funny thing is when we got this model upgrade from the crappy one that I made, and I say crappy, I mean, I still love the model. Don't get me wrong. The Pt2 2.0, I love, okay? I still love it. However, this one is a massive upgrade comparatively, like in every way, shape, and form. Yo, welcome on in, Rebel. How's it going, mate? But when we did upgrade, people were like, I kind of like the old one better because they were used to it. You know what I mean? Some people were like, I miss the old one. Like, that happened. Can I get up there with 6 more fireworks? I want to get as high as I can, chat. Play New Vegas? Oh my god, it's so hard to go up. This is what I've made my world into. Fallout 4 is the best. Not fun jank, just uncomfortable VR jank. The problem is there were a lot of games like that Fallout 4 VR port I heard was garbage. Not that Fallout 4 is bad. I'm not saying Fallout 4 is bad. It's just the port was like, I know, we have games. VR is a hot topic. Let's just port everything in VR. And it was like not made to be played in VR. So like everything breaks, nothing feels good. Like it's like that. I've never played it, so I can't personally judge it, but everyone that I know that's played the Fallout 4, I keep saying that, Fallout 4 VR, it's because I'm trying to say VR and 4 at the same time. Everyone that's playing the Fallout 4 just tells me it sucks. No, I know that's what you're talking about. I know that's what you were talking about, Montana. But that's just another person that has said the Fallout 4 VR is just, like, dreadful. And I think it's the same thing with Skyrim. Like, there's certain games that are more tolerable because, like, you could just kind of use it as a viewing experience. But, like, look how tiny our base is down there. Oh my god, I'm getting so distracted. Like, we are so tall up. We are so high up right now. Bro, the butt plugs right there. All of our farms are like little tiny sticks on the ground. And we have the giant shaft of us going out there. And by the way, we could still see that. So right now, we are positive almost 2,000 blocks in the positive. And we know we went negative 2,000 blocks. This is like 4,000 blocks. Bruh, when it says 2,000 distance... Wait, I should go into normal settings. Where's my settings? That's the wrong thing. Options. Video settings. Is this 2,048 chunks? I thought this was blocks. Guys, we could see our whole game from here. Honestly, yeah. I don't think we've spawned... I don't think we've explored 2,000 chunks out in every direction. Let's head home. It's so crazy that I could just see everywhere I want to go. This is amazing. I never want to play any other way. And look at the stream. The stream is handling it. Bro, you know what I want to do? I know it'll never happen. I know that's just not a thing that'll happen. But like if Philza ever releases their world as like a downloadable thing, I would love to load this mod up and see Phil, like, just, or even if Phil did it himself. I would love to see Phil's hardcore world with all their crazy builds loaded up like this, where you could just see into every direction forever. Bruh. Especially with the shaders on. Bruh, this looks so pretty. Okay, alright, I'll stop gushing. Let's grab potatoes, and let's plant some spuds. We've got like 50 friggin' spuds to plant today. Ouch, my face. I need to get more fireworks. That's easy. We have unlimited fireworks. I just might have to physically collect more. I mean, we could just do this. Gonna be more than I need. That's 32,000 blocks. I'm fairly certain if I loaded 32,000 blocks in every direction, that I wouldn't be able to fit my Minecraft world on my hard drive. The Minecraft engine can easily handle level detail. This mod is doing it in post, not even core rendering. Mojang just won't bother doing it because it's more than 5 minutes of work. I mean, fair. I really wish, like, but I don't know. Montana, you might eat those words. Because Mojang is focusing right now a lot on aesthetics. Sure, for Bedrock, but I mean, like, they're doing shaders for Bedrock. They're focusing on stuff like that now. And once they get the game looking pretty, maybe this is the next thing they do. Because I feel like if a mod can do it, Minecraft could do it easier. You know what I mean? Like a core feature in the game. And the cool thing is I could technically make this world less laggy, right? Wait. I can do this. I feel like 16. I wouldn't want it more than that. I can make this and then maybe go up to 60 FPS. You have to go eat? Go eat, mate. We're going to be here for another hour or two. No worries. Maybe at least another hour. Maybe not 2. Today is burrito night. If it wasn't burrito night, definitely. Is this lagging? My game's not lagging, but OBS is lagging a little bit. Either that or YouTube Studio's lagging a little bit. No? Test? No? Okay. It seems pretty good. Maybe we can keep 60 FPS? We just turn our render distance down to effectively what is a SMP. It took a decade to do. No, yeah. I'm not saying it's going to be soon. I'm just saying it might be something they're actually considering. Especially, like, look at this. What was it? We had, what was the other ones? Bobby? We had Bobby. We had Distant Horizons. There was another one. And then Voxy. Like, a lot of these mods are coming out. Ah, yes, the mortal enemy. Lag. Welcome on in, Bun. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Bun, check this out. Wait, check this out. I'm spending so much fireworks rockets. It's like twice. Okay, no, I have to do 30 FPS. It does not like me. Video settings. There we go. We fix it. We unlag it. With a render distance further, you might be able to travel, because of the lag. No, I feel like travel would be easier because we see where we're going. Look how far we could see. I could see into forever. I could see so far. Technically, we could see further than this. We could see way further than this. Fireworks, explosions. You have my interest. Okay, well these are the ones that don't explode. Like, you could see, I could literally, like, load the entire world in and see it all at once. Oh! Okay, we might have broke our elytra. I have been flying around that much, chat. I have not had that happen to me once in this entire world. That's how much we've been flying away. Yeah, that potato in particular. Any spuds that we haven't planted while we're out here? Okay, well that just means, I mean, we're right next to base. I could literally just walk into our base. Wait, does that mean I can't enter elytra mode at all? Like, even not to fly? Well, hello! We're literally by the bat cave. I could just go in through the back door. I mean, I have extra elytra in my backpack. I could pull them out, but that would require effort. And I feel like I need to be punished by walking home anyway. A potato we missed. A potato we missed. There we go. No spud left behind. A potato we missed. Any other potatoes that I've missed? I don't see any lights. There we go. Can I get in there without breaking a spud? Probably not without levitating. Yep. Nope. Not without levitating. Which I can't even enter elytra mode. Oh, wait. I could check now that I'm outside. Wait. Wait. I don't think it's the right time. I don't think it's the right time, Montana. Haha, I did get in. Honestly, this Batcave was never meant to be walked manually. It was never meant to be walked manually. It was always meant to be flown. We have to walk around like plebeians in our own base? I don't have to. I could pull out a spare elytra. I'm punishing myself. I know, I'm punishing myself. Imagine walking. Couldn't be me. The museum to be. Future projects. Ignore everything in here, even though you already know what's in here. There we go. That's the up. I guess the down could be this way. Hi, don't mind me, good citizen. I'm just stopping by. As long as I don't break my boots. Okay, no, we're good. I'm going to command to print the current time in Moose Vein. I don't know if I can do that. Montana, if you could find a way to do that, color me interested. Let's see. May as well drop off this stuff here while we're here. And I guess we could come up here and trade with our villagers, repair our shit. It can't be a mod that might break something. Mostly, the only reason I don't want to deal with mods with commands is because I would have to worry about updating them through every single version, and since Minecraft is like spamming versions and mod creators might not update their mods constantly, I don't want to worry about you not getting your mod, or you not getting your command because I update Minecraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do one of these. Alright. Hey you, can you fix my elytra? It's borked. There we go. It refills so fast. Well, now we know flying around the entire world will literally break your elytra. Thank you. That should be everything fully repaired. You guys can go back in there. Beauteous! And elytra only has, yeah, but it has Unbreaking 3. So that means it technically has 4 times that durability? On average. So it's basically like 2,000 durability. Whee! Alright, let's go grab some spuds. Let me free. That is something that I wish they would allow us to do. A, armor trim elytra. Why not? B, have armor trims do something, like maybe one type adds durability. Like if you, like let's say you put netherite trim on armor, it gives it increased durability. Maybe if you put diamond trim on armor, it increases like the armor protection by like a fraction of amount. You put this on it, you get experience. You do this, you get that. Like something like that. Like, I wish the trims did more than just cosmetics. Like, perfect example. Gold armor trim. If you put gold armor trim, it counts as wearing gold for piglins. That would be so freaking cool. Curious, what's your favorite form of potatoes? Instantaneously, no hesitation, tater tots. It's the ultimate form of potato. However, if you're going like pinkies up fancy potatoes, like if you asked me what I would want the most to eat at any point in time, if I don't have to cook it and I don't have to worry about any other consequences, potatoes au gratin. I love the potatoes au gratin. Oh my god. That is like potato porn, okay? That is like food porn. Potatoes all it's like cheesy, it's like crispy, it's like soft and tender. It's like an elevated tater tot, effectively. And aside from that, the cheap box version does not do it justice, but it's still tasty. As long as it's cooked correctly. If it's raw, kind of gross. Not gonna lie. If it's not cooked correctly, it's gross. If you want to talk about nostalgia, I think I talked about this on stream. You know what, chat? I actually would love sometime to actually do this. I have to figure out how to set it up, and I have to make a whole ordeal out of it, like making sure like my roommates are out of the house for the day. But I would want to actually do a cooking stream sometime, if only to cook you guys potatoes and eggs. Because like, I've told this story before. I have like a nostalgia thing with this incredibly simple potato dish. It's basically like a potato omelet. But my grandma cooked it for me like every weekend, and sometimes more than that. And she just loved cooking for me. I mean, she loved cooking for all of her grandkids, you know what I mean? But like, she specifically, every time I came over, knew I loved this dish. So it'd be like, I'm going to literally put potatoes and eggs in your mouth until you are puking or tell me to stop. And she would just let me keep eating them, and I would just keep eating them. And it's so simple, but it's so good. Effectively, you take potatoes, you slice them thin, like almost potato chip thin. And then you like shallow fry them in a pan. And then once you flip them over and you get like a golden brown side on one side, you add egg in, like whipped up egg effectively, like you would an omelet. And then as the other side browns, the egg cooks, and then you basically just fold it over. And all of the super thin, soft, tender, but kind of golden brown with like a little bit of texture to them are inside, just woven throughout the egg, to the point where you're basically eating a hash brown that's held together with eggs. It's more egg than potato, but like, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. You do the thin slices. All right, like, it's not like quite potato chip thin. It's like maybe like 2 potato chips or like a really thick potato chip. But you spread them out on the pan so that they don't stack on top of each other. So effectively, like your pan. So here, 1 second. Like, let's pretend we're digitally cooking. 1 second. I'm opening up Paint, chat. It's been a hot minute since I've opened Paint. Hello, Paint? Did my Paint button? Wait, my Paint button didn't work. It yelled at me. Paint didn't work. 1 second. Hello? There we go. Okay. So, like, let's just imagine for a moment that this is like your pan, right? This is your skillet. So like if you sliced up a bunch of potatoes, you would put them in the pan like, you know, like this, like to the point where they're like all spread out, but they're like covering every surface of the pan. And you just go like that throughout the whole pan. You just fill the pan with your potatoes, trying to make sure they don't overlap, because you want as much surface. Yeah, this is the old version of Paint. You want as much surface area as you can to the pan so that they all get golden brown evenly. You want them to all cook evenly. It's the most important thing, is that they cook evenly. And then once you get like that perfect, beautiful color, like you leave them there for like a minute or two, like not super long. Once you get that beautiful color on all of them, like once they all have that golden brown, like the edges, I don't know how to describe it, but like the edges kind of have that like brown gradient going towards the middle. The middle is like still a little bit white, but they start becoming slightly translucent, right? Then you flip all of them. And once you flip all of them, then you fill the eggs in. Like you just pour the eggs in, and the eggs fill in the area. And they cover the tops, and they kind of sneak beneath the bottom a little bit. And then after a minute, the bottom should have that same golden brown, and then you like fold it over. And it's basically like an omelet with potato slices in it, but it's so freaking good. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, maybe a little garlic powder if you're feeling fancy, some butter. But like, that's it. It's an incredibly cheap, incredibly tasty, incredibly filling, and technically nutritious, because potatoes have a lot of vitamins and stuff in them. Like, I could live off this meal. I could eat this meal every single day. And then it's like if you get the perfect fold, you literally fold it perfectly in half, and you have like a D shape omelet effectively. It's so good. It's so good. I would love to cook this on stream. A, so I can eat it. but B, so I can show you guys it, because I don't know if this is a real dish that exists. I don't know if this is something, you know, I have to save this to content sharing as per tradition. I don't know if this is like a dish that like came from Italy or came from somewhere that, or if my grandma invented it and it's her own thing. But it's incredibly simple. There's so much room for elevation. You can add cheese, you can add like capers, or you can add like, I don't know, truffles. Like you could do so much to it. But even at its own, at its core, like I could eat this every day and literally never complain. But I'm also a simple creature. You found something out that's awful? Not potato and eggs. What's awful? Let's see. Where's my content sharing? For people, no context. Content sharing, content sharing. There we go, chat. It's there. It exists. Shh, we won't tell anyone what the context is. And then paint can go away. All right. Let's plant some frackin' potatoes. Look at these guys go. They haven't broken since we've upgraded them. We don't need a crazy amount, so we just do that. That'll be fine. Boop. But yeah, no, like, literally, you don't even need to season the potatoes. Peel a potato. Like, all right, look. Like, literally, this is going to be Potato giving you his famous grandmother's potato and eggs recipe. Full ingredient list. Right here, okay? 1 whole russet potato. You could use a different type of potato, like you could use like a Yukon Gold, whatever, but I think russets just, they shine here. 1 full russet potato. Honestly, you don't even need the whole potato. Like, 1 potato could feed like 2 or 3 people. Or one of me. But 1 russet potato, salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. If you wanted cheese or anything like that, you could bring that. And then like, I don't know, like 6 eggs. 6 large eggs. You take a potato, you peel it, wash it, peel it. You could technically leave the skin on, and even though I like potato skin, it doesn't work for this dish that well. It's a texture that doesn't really complement the dish. So skin the potato, remove the eyes, and then slice it like maybe like 2 or 3 times thicker than your knife. Like pretty much as thin as you can consistently slice it. Don't try to go paper thin. Like think of like a ruffle thick potato chip, like 2 of those stacked on top of each other. Thick enough that you can't see through it, but like still thin enough that it'll cook in like a minute or 2. Cut your whole potato into those slices. Try to get them as consistent as possible. And I would say save the ends for like something separate because they're not going to cook evenly. But you could also just throw them in there. They'll be extra crispy. They'll still be tasty. Then you'll want to take your pan, get it like ripping hot. Not like burn everything hot, but like your butter should be not burning, but browning. You smear the butter on the pan, then you start laying out immediately. Laying out all of your potatoes. Oreo, thank you so much for the follow, mate. Welcome to Team Tater. Whoop, whoop. And then Gold, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Team Tater. Whoop, whoop. One sec, I'll finish the recipe, then I'll catch up with chat. You lay out all of your potato slices thin, evenly across the pan. No overlaps. Like I said, 2 minutes till they're golden brown and tender on one side. Flip them all at the same time. By the time you're done flipping them, you're pretty much ready to immediately add your egg. Pour your egg mixture that should have salt, pepper, and garlic powder whipped into your egg mixture. If you want to like beat it a little bit to make it a little more airy and fluffy, that'll make it a better texture, but it's absolutely not necessary. Pour it all in, and then basically undulate your pan a little bit, shake it around, so that the egg covers everything. It should have an even coat over everything. You shouldn't have to leave it for more than a minute till the bottom of the egg sets up. Then you flip it, so that the other side of the egg cooks. If you do it correctly, you should basically be able to just wait for like another like 30 seconds on the other side. Like it shouldn't take long for the other side to get the egg. Add a little bit of salt and pepper on top if you want to add a little bit more to it, depending upon how much you add in the beginning. Whatever accoutrements, if you want to sprinkle cheese in, I would recommend sprinkle cheese in before you flip it. And then you Gucci. Fold it in half, serve. So good. Potatoes and eggs. I don't know if it's a recipe that has another name. It was like a dish that my grandma taught me. It was the first thing I learned how to cook ever. And I've eaten it like every day of my life when I was a kid. My grandma cooked it to me, like cooked it for me until I would literally explode. And it's a dish that I just have great memories of. I want to cook it on stream sometime. I need to find a setup that I can do a cooking stream with, and also like I need to evict all my roommates for a day so that I can do this without them having to walk in and get caught on stream. But yeah, if I can get that set up, I want to do that sometime. Yeah, like a hand cam stream, or maybe like I wear a GoPro on my forehead sort of thing. Cooking stream, I have to figure out how I would even do the logistics of that, because I don't know how I would even, like, I would have to get a laptop to stream off of, which means I'd have to get a laptop that's set up to stream, because I'd have to bring it into the kitchen. You know what I mean? I don't know. I will have to figure out a way to do it. But yeah, I would like to do that sometime. But let me catch up on chat real quick. You found out, so you did something you should have done in a school bathroom. You'll not elaborate, don't ask, okay. Someone apparently committed 2 crimes by recording you without your consent. That's a huge no-no. You should call the police on that no-no. And that's what you found out. That's disgusting. I'm so sorry, mate. Please, like, actually tell adults. Call police. That's horrible. That's not a normal person thing to do. That's a very scary thing. Can't be here for long. Here's a follow, Fluffs of. Aw, thank you, Oreo. And thank you for hanging out and vibing and following while you can, mate. You love that you joined into learning how to cook a potato. I know, right? Yeah. Well, welcome in, Golds. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, mate. And have to go, no worries, Oreo. Have a good one, mate. Let's see. I think I'm caught up. Yes. So, yeah. Just do a cooking simulator VR. Could I? I don't know. Is Cooking Simulator like that in depth where you could literally do stuff like that? Tato, Fred would like to know why you are pointing a gun at us in your emote. Well, how am I supposed to threaten you without a weapon? Anyway. Funny enough, you were thinking about making potatoes for dinner. Yeah, I think this all got brought up because I got asked like what my favorite potato dish is. So send an email to your dads. Yeah, I would send an email to the police. The vice principal inform your parents since they somehow got their hands on the video. It means it's upload. That's disgusting. Yeah, no, call police. Police can call website and have them take it down. It's on the internet, so it's kind of going to be there forever. But it's like one of those things where, oh, you know what we can do? We can get happy gas. We can do the edges. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. But yeah, no, that's gross. No one should be recording anyone in the bathroom. It's one thing if it's like I was recording myself and I accidentally, which is still not something someone should do. Like, let's say I was recording myself in the mirror and I accidentally caught someone else. Okay, you shouldn't be, but I understand that's an accident of an idiot. But if it's not that literal reason, that's someone committing literally crimes. You ignored your solution in the moon. Oh, wait, I did. Wait. What was the solution? Since you reposted for me, I'm sorry, Montana. I got distracted with potatoes. You know how I get with the potatoes, okay? Says there's a bathroom and you're a minor. It could be CP. Yeah, that's even scarier. That's even more concerning. But yeah, no, people should not be anything in the bathroom besides pooping and peeing. No, recording in the bathroom is fully illegal. Yeah, exactly. Like even when you're in public, you have no expectation of privacy, but the bathroom does not count as public. That counts as a private space. Like, employers can't put cameras in the bathroom, which, trust me, I know employers want to do because people go into bathrooms to steal stuff all the time. But that is a big no-no. That is actually against the law. Forget about if you're a kid or not. Like, it's extra against the law if you're a kid. But that is a big no-no. Absolutely not. It's in suggestions. Oh, okay, one sec, let me check. This mod can trigger chat commands via Twitch command. And then this mod exposes a few commands for the moon phases. See, but then I have to worry about the mod. Like, the thing that I'm concerned with is, like, the mod not getting updated as fast as the game is updating. You know what I mean? And being broken. And I don't want your command to be rendered useless effectively. If it's a thing I can install in my world for convenience, then maybe I'll do it just to test it. But also, low-key, I'm kind of nervous anytime I do anything with mods, because I'm afraid, like, even this mod with the render distance, I made a backup before I did so, and I'm terrified it might break something in the world. Also, where's the gas tip box? It's towards the top. Okay, I don't want to drown our baby. I think the strat was we go left and right, right? Oh wait, before I plant these spuds, let's go ahead and read out all the spuds. Let's read out all y'all's names for everyone that planted spuds. Do you guys like this, by the way? Like, it's kind of still something I'm testing the waters with. I know we've been doing it for a bit, but do you guys like, because part of the spuds are supposed to be anonymous so that, you know, like, you guys don't get called out or whatever. And calling them out at the end of the stream is basically me saying thanks to you guys. But do you guys like when I call your names out and basically thank you for your individual plants? Or would you guys just prefer I say, like, you know, thank you for the 48 spuds so you guys know, like, how many there are and then, like, go from there? You know what I mean? Right? I don't want to make it awkward. You personally don't mind? Yeah, but is it like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Like, I feel like it could be awkward. You're like, oh, there's my name. Cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm personally not someone that minds if you call my name out like that, as long as, like, I understand you're not, like, calling me out to engage. But I also know that I'm not the only person to consider here. You're not here for it normally, to be fair. I mean, that's fair. But also keep in mind, it's not a call to action. Like, me saying, like, thank you, B, for planting a potato isn't like, B, say something in chat right now. I want you to acknowledge the fact that I said your name. You know, it's just like me saying thank you. I don't know. I'm going to call him out today. If chat wants to give me feedback on that, pop it in suggestions. Because especially as we get more people, which we are doing little by little, like, you know, there's like 50, literally 50 of them now. You know what I mean? Like 50 spuds. It's going to get to the point where I can't read out 300 names in a stream. You know what I mean? But let's start with the stream from last week. We got B, we got Oob, we got Milk, we got Rebel, Mygats, we got Sacrifice, Kira, Fox, Giovanni, we got Nugget, we got Adea, we got Lab, we got Duck, we got the Dark Wolf Game, we got the Shadow Wolf Collective, we got Tear, we got Bert, let's see, we got B, Mygats, Kira, Brev, Sacrifice. You see, what I think I'm going to do is not do doubles. I think that'll make it less awkward. We've got Sharanu, we got Bamf, we got Turner, we've got Skinny Man, Cozy Crystal, Rang, Zanes. Let's see, we got Ashy, we got Montana. Let's see, we got Hunnis, we got Golds, we got Lab, and we got Chris. Guys, thank you so much for 50 spuds. There were lots of duplicates in there from multiple peoples, from multiple streams. But I'm going to go ahead and put 50 taters in my hand. I'm going to complete these. And you guys could still plant your spuds if you haven't yet. We'll just get to them as we go. Let's see. So these spuds right here are those 50. Let's get those planted. There we go. Let's get these planted. And then, yeah, we're just talking vibe. You love Bamf's name. Yeah, I love their vibe so much. Like, legitimately, I kind of like, okay, so I saw a lot of people doing this, and I kind of had the idea to do it myself, but I don't know, I feel kind of bad about it. And I'll tell you why. So people were doing like VTuber tier lists, right? Where you like people post their VTuber, their model, and then people like arbitrarily rated them for one reason or another. And I've seen people do this with like Smash or Pass. I've seen people do this with like, you know, like insert thing here, rating VTubers effectively. And my take is it like, I don't mind people doing it with me because I could take people, you know, intentionally rating me low for the bit or whatever, making fun of me. Like, it's for the bit, right? It's like a roast, right? But not everyone can take it like that, right? And I would feel terrible if I was doing a bit and someone didn't get it and thought I was actually just shitting on them. So I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. He legit has an uncle vibe to him. Do I have an uncle vibe to me? Should I be Uncle Potato? Yo, Hammer, welcome on, mate. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. By the way, just an FYI, you had an S to your name because it was taken for some reason. So typically you just go Goldie. Okay, that's fine. I can say Goldie. That's easier even. But yeah, if anyone ever has, if I ever say your name wrong, please do correct me. I'm terrible with names, and I will probably commit to memory the wrong name if you don't correct me. So please, 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 if I say your name wrong, please correct me. I never mind. I'm afraid of drowning our guest. We're not underwater yet. I mean, they are, but they're not like... That's really close. But the red line's not underwater. I don't want our glorious lad to drown. Because they are helping us so much so. There we go. Is that all of these? I think that's this section. B tier handsome Jack looking ass. Okay, fine. I'll take that as a compliment. I don't know how we missed this section, but let's get this. Mostly just vibing. We are being flotato today. We are being very flotato. Being very flotato, just kind of flowing vibe and having a good time. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm exhausted. It's probably not gonna be like we're not going to 8 tonight. Like we're probably gonna finish wrapping up these spuds, maybe like another 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna get a burrito. I haven't eaten since this morning. Okay, never mind. You're back though. You want to come back and raid you later? Your son is cool. Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you, Oreo. No potato counter. Yeah, the mod that we have is inferior to the mod I normally use, and I have to enable it every single time. But one second, I will put it up. I have to go into here. I have to change this to items, and I have to change this to potato, and I have to track it, and then I have to move it down here to someplace where it doesn't, like there should be fine. There we go. And now it's there. 243,000. But yeah, we're just going to plant some potatoes and vibe and hang out and just stuff like that for the next like half hour or so. And then we'll find someone to heckin' raid, and we'll have a good freaking time. And then I'm going to eat a huge-ass burrito, and then I'm going to pass the hell out. I have to survive tomorrow. Tomorrow is arguably going to be the worst day, because it's going to be people running around like crazy for Crimbus. It's going to be Crimbus Eve. Crimbus Eve retail is like the scariest day of the year. And I don't even care about work, right? Like, I feel safe at work. It's not like I don't feel safe at work. I dread driving home from work, because all the crazy people are going to be out driving around with their heads up their asses, rushing around, not paying attention, trying to be player one. It's going to be insane, and I fear it. I don't want to drive. Like, after I get home from work, I don't want to leave until after the holidays are over. You'd be surprised if anyone have any more potatoes than you, by hand specifically. I don't know. I feel like legitimately Technoblade planted more potatoes by hand than me. But they were also picking them up and putting them down, so it's easier when you make yourself like a farm that you could physically put them down and pick them up and put them down and pick them up, you know what I mean? You're so glad you don't work in retail. Already got yelled at when you worked in sports. Yeah, no, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine going back to retail if you ever left it. Because I didn't used to work retail. I used to be a vet tech, so I worked in the animal industry. And don't get me wrong, holidays were stressful for their own reasons in the animal industry, in the hospital industry in general. Just because of the fact that you have so many parties. There's a lot of things that get eaten by animals that aren't supposed to be eaten when people aren't paying attention because they're hosting parties with all their friends. And there's a lot of sick pets that come in with like food poisoning, stuff like that, you know. However, it's also like, that's all you get. It's like those things, you know what I mean? It's not like people are coming in and getting vaccines and checkups and stuff like that, because they don't have money or time to spend on that shit. You never been retail, but a random lady yell at you for not putting up her kid on the video board? You don't control the cameras? Why? What? That's the craziest Karen take I've ever heard. That would be like you going to a baseball match and being like, I'm not on the kiss cam. You're not kissing. I don't care. I want to be on TV. Ma'am, I just sell hot dogs. I don't control the kiss cam. That has that same energy. I feel like the strat we had last time that was working well was like sticking in an area and like zigzagging up and down. Because I feel like I'm going to miss spots if I keep doing this. But you know, I guess these areas kind of naturally segregate themselves, so maybe we're doing the right thing. And maybe I start from down and go up, because it's easier to hit spacebar than it is to go down this way. So let's do that. Let's start from down. Like you were doing this score bug on TV. What's she even talking about? You even know what the bug? You're just still walking to the production room. Your boss handle it. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about not being a boss, is you get to be like, let me get my manager. One moment. Boss handles that guy. Exactly. Bro, I had this guy come in the other day. I think I could tell this story. I don't have to worry about it. I don't think this person could physically recall the events that happened to pin me. But I was at work the other day, and this was probably like a week ago or so. Like, this was a minute ago. And I had a guy approach me, like my cheese counter effectively, and be like, hello. And I'm like, how you doing, sir? Like, how can I help you? And he's like, hi. And he talked like exactly like this, like, hi. I would like to have a very prosperous meal. And I'm like, okay, well, what kind of meal are you looking to have? You know what I mean? Yo, golf, welcome on in, mate. Got hit by the golf ball over here? Anyone see it? No, you sure I didn't land next door? The dimension next door, they lose balls there all the time, mate. I don't know if you want to go get it. It might be better just get a new golf ball. Just call that one a bogey. Respawn your ball, mate. It's not worth it. But no, I didn't get hit with a golf ball over here. You ate it? B, you got it? Aw, man. But no, so this guy approaches the cheese counter and basically goes like, I want to have a very prosperous meal. With like super slurring their words and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to judge. Like, but describe what do you mean by prosperous? Yeah, who says a prosperous meal? That's what I meant. So I'm trying to understand what they're talking about. And then from what I understand, after like engaging with them a little bit more, they got paid recently. And they wanted to like go, like they were going to a specialty shop, obviously, since they were visiting me. And they wanted to get like a whole bunch of special food, like special meat, special cheese. They wanted to have a very nice, fancy dinner. Like they wanted to spoil themselves. I'm like, okay, I can understand that. Everyone deserves to spoil themselves every so often, right? Chat, if you haven't had a prosperous meal, maybe you should have a prosperous meal, right? But like everyone deserves to spoil themselves every so often. So I'm sitting there like, okay, well, like what's the main dish? Because obviously cheese isn't the main dish. Cheese is the side, or it's something you add to the dish. And they were holding in their arms like a bunch of fancy cut meats, like sirloins, lamb, like lamb shanks. Like they had everything in their arms. And I forgot to mention, they weren't using a shopping cart. They were literally like cradling like 6 items in their arms, like hugging it to their chest. And they're like, well, I got this just sirloin. And I got this lamb. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm trying to think like what cheese goes with lamb and sirloin. Like, I'm like, you don't really put cheese on meat like that. Like, if you buy expensive meat like that, the point is to taste the meat. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to just cover it in Gouda. So I'm sitting there like, okay, well, I'm like, what can elevate the meat? So I recommended a blue cheese that he can crumble on top of the steak while he's cooking it to kind of add like an aged flavor to the steak. Like if you ever had like a dry aged steak, it'll add like that funkiness to the steak. And he's like, I don't like blue cheese. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're not eating the blue cheese specifically. But I'm like, okay, I understand. Not going there. Not going that way. I'm like, okay, well, how about a side dish, right? Like mashed potatoes with like, or some potatoes with cheese. You know, like there's a lot of stuff you can do on the side with cheese. And he's like, no, but I'm cooking the sirloin with the lamb. And I'm like, okay, so no sides. You want cheese that goes with this meat. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to start recommending you some of my favorites. So I started going over to my favorite cheeses and saying, this one's a really good cheese. Blah, 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 blah. Like maybe a fondue, you melt it and drizzle it over when you're done. Like I'm really struggling to think of what this guy wants from me. And he's like, oh, you know what that would go good with? Like a side. And I'm like, yeah, it goes great with potatoes. He's like, oh, potatoes. I bet that would go really good with this steak. And I'm like, yeah, they would, as if I didn't just say that sentence like literally a minute ago. So now I'm starting to realize that this man might be a slightly inebriated. Just a little bit high and or drunk at the same time. Pupils dilated. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, like, by this point in time, he had dropped the meat he was holding. Like, it would slip through his arms, and it would fall to the ground. And then, like, a full 3 seconds later, he'd be like, huh? Oh. And then, like, bend down and pick it up. And then, while that one was secured in his left arm, the meat he was cradling with his right arm would, like, slowly be slipping through and then fall. So, like, constantly through this conversation, he's dropping and picking up his meat. And he would keep going back to, it's like, okay, but I'm really trying to have a prosperous meal. And I'm still sitting there like, I still don't understand what you mean by that, but sure. Firmly grasp it. Like, he needed to firmly grasp that meat. TLDR, all right, to save you like a 20-minute conversation. I literally talked to this man for like 20 minutes. Walking him around every cheese I could recommend to everything. Suggesting good sides he can cook with the meat that he chose. Even to the point where I was telling him, like, this is how you could cook it. He's like, no, I work in a kitchen. I know how I'm going to cook it. And I'm like, okay, cool. All right, so then I don't need to help you there. But then you'd be like, but how long would I cook it for? So from what I understood, he cleans dishes in a kitchen. So he's not a cook, but he works in a kitchen with cooks. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you. I'm literally at 20 minutes in. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm done. He's dropped his meat like 10 different times at this point. He's mentioned he wants a prosperous meal at least 20 times at this point. And I'm like, how about this? I need a way to get him away from my department. Just to get him away from the cheese counter. So I brought him over to like where we had like some sliced cheeses and like more commodity cheeses, like not like handcrafted fine cheeses. And I was actually showing him the feta. Like maybe you could put feta on a salad as a side dish, this and that. Then I'm like, I noticed he dropped his meat again. I'm like, 1 second, let me get you a basket. So I walked over to where we had some baskets because they weren't far away. When I walked away, literally for like 30 seconds, walked away to get the man a basket, he turned back around to the cheese counter, like wandered back into my area, and I had my coworker that was working there cutting cheese that I was desperately trying to keep this man away from so he didn't bother them. And he walked over there and he was like, hey, what's your favorite cheese? And started just talking to them now. So I come over and I'm like, here you go, a basket. And they looked at it, I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, oh my God, like I blew this man's mind because he didn't think of a contraption that could carry the food he was holding. So he puts everything in the basket. And then he turns back around to me and he talks to me for like another 10 minutes before finally he goes to walk away. And then he turns away before he was done walking away and goes, actually, you know, I believe, and he starts saying this like exactly like this. I'm literally saying it the way he was saying it. I believe that, you know, people should have like the freedom to like speak openly. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, totally. Like 100%, man. And he's like, yeah. So like if they have like an opinion or something, like they should be able to like voice it, right? Like they should be able to just like come out and say it. I'm like, yeah, of course. There's no reason anyone should have to like, I'm just sitting there like, where is this going now? Like, where the hell is this going now? Like, are you going to pull out a gun? Is this, do you have a bomb strapped to you, sir? Like what is about to happen right now? And then he just like, you know, so like, for example, when I was talking to her right there, so like talking about my coworker, like I like the fact that like, when I asked her what our favorite cheese was, like she was able to tell me, and then she told me, and like, I really like the cheese that she recommended. Like he's never tried the cheese before. It was a new cheese. It was just, I guess, a type of cheese that he would like, whatever. Funny enough, the cheese that they recommended was the first cheese that I recommended to him. Anyway, so they're like, I just really like I felt like when I was talking to her, like we connected, like she understood me. So I was going to say like, no problem with you, but like, would it be a problem if I continued talking to her? And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, what am I dealing with here? I'm just like, so like, keep in mind, I'm basically like, I went back behind the counter because I thought he was walking away. I thought we were done, right? Like I walked back behind the counter, walked back behind the counter, and I was standing effectively right next to her. So like she's this little shy, timid girl, right? Like she is like super shy, super timid, very quiet, very like, just let me stay in my lane and cut my cheese. Like, let me just do my job. And she turned around like, me? Like, you're talking about me? It's like, yeah. Like, would I, like, if I came in, would I be able to ask her a question? And I'm sitting there like, oh dear God, I can't stop this man. I'm like, you can ask any of our employees, like you're free, like no one's stopping you from talking to her. You were just talking to me, so you weren't talking to her. So she turned around like, you wanted to ask me something? And he's like, yeah. Like, could I ask you a question like about cheese? And then she's like, oh God, here we go. And I'm like, I looked at her like, I'm so sorry. Yo, OSR, welcome in, mate. TLDR, he talked to her for like another 20 minutes, apparently admitted to being way too drunk, which I'm like, yeah, obviously. And then left. And we're just sitting there like, bro, I'm so sorry. I tried my best to distract them from you. Once they admitted that they were drunk, I'm like, no, if you would have told me they told you they were drunk, I would have went to the phone immediately and been like, manager, we have a drunk, get them out. Because my concern is, I was joking that they were drunk and high, but like they didn't admit that they were to me. If they did, I'm like, nope, call the police. They admitted it. At that point in time, that's not just someone that's way too chill, so to speak. That is someone that's literally a hazard. Like, how did they leave? Did they drive home? Like, I do not tolerate DUI. Like, I'm sorry. If you were drunk and driving, throw you in jail, throw away the key. I don't care. No mercy from me. Absolutely none. So, like 20 minutes later, one of the cashiers is in my department, and they're putting back a couple items, and they're asking, like, where does this one go? And I notice the items they have in their hand, and they have all the cheeses that the man picked up and walked away with. And I'm like, let me guess. You had a man, I described them, probably slurring, probably drunk. They're like, yeah. And he had this many items. Yeah. Did he buy any of them? No. He walked up to the counter with his prosperous meal in hand, with the several meats, cheeses, and everything else that he grabbed while shopping, and literally bought nothing and then left. Like, he went to check out, didn't have any money, and left. Okay. That happened. He couldn't afford his prosperous meal, and/or I bet you his drunk ass forgot his wallet at home and didn't have the means to pay. I just pray, legitimately, like, jokes aside, I just pray that this man was driven there by someone that was sober, because I can only imagine that he got into his car and drove home. Yeah, no, if I see him again, I literally said this. I'm like, I told, like, before I found out he was drunk, I literally told my team member, like my coworker, if he comes back when I'm not here, call management. I got a bad vibe about him, and I'm glad my gut was right, because my instinct was he was drunk and or high and or on drugs, or all of the above, or he was using the prosperous meal bit as an excuse to, like, lurk and hit on coworker. And it might have been all of the above. And I'm like, if he comes back, don't go into the back, don't engage, call leadership down, like call like the store manager down, call our manager down, have him removed immediately now. And now that he did that, 100%. If he comes back in the store, I'm going to tell leadership I'm calling the police. Like, straight up. Especially if he comes near us and he's drunk, absolutely not. As far as I'm concerned, he should be banned from the store. Absolutely not. I don't need to take that shit from no one. He wasted everyone's time. He's a hazard to himself. Like, absolutely not. Look, I don't mind people getting drunk and having a good time. And, I don't mind people being drunk in public. You shouldn't be, for your own sake. But if you're going to be drunk in public, you should have a sober friend with you so that they can make sure they reel your ass in and stop you from doing some dumb shit. Period. Full stop. So that's it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Eat a prosperous meal. 1 grilled cheese, please. Hey, that sounds pretty prosperous to me. I don't know about you. Prosperous meal is kind of like a succulent Chinese meal. I don't know, like some, what's that duck? What's the duck you always have to order in advance that's like super juicy and tasty, and I've never had it before. Isn't it legal to shoot that kind of person in America? Depending upon what state you're in, and if they're in your house or not. One of your friends talks like that sometimes, that he doesn't drink or do anything. That's what I said. At first, I'm like, maybe he's just really chill, or maybe he's high. Like, whatever. I don't judge. But, like, bro was definitely sloshed. Like, the way he was dropping his shit, slurring his words. He had, like, the half-lidded eyes. He was, like, swaying, kind of, like, just, like, not focused on any, like, bro either hair of the dog bit him too hard, or he did not realize it was the next day and had been drinking all night. Like, he was hammered. Holy crap. Yeah. And yeah, he didn't want his prosperous meal. All you could say to that man is womp womp. There are people who got drunk in a baseball game. You were working, they decided to make a beer tower. I mean, like, look, I understand drinking at an event that allows it. Like, for example, you go to a bar, you're watching a concert, something like that, you're drinking. That's part of the vibe. That's expected. You go to a baseball game and they're serving beer, expected that you're going to have a couple alcohols in you, right? I'm fine with that. There's a difference between being buzzed and being like, stand up and piss on the person in front of you because you thought they were a urinal because you were just lost. Like, you are irresponsible at that point. That is reckless endangerment at that point. You don't know. Honestly, grilled cheese sounds so good right now. Thanks a lot, Tato. You're welcome. Honestly, grilled cheese is one of those dishes that, like, I don't care what kind of fancy cheese you use. Like, bro, the simple cheese. If you're doing the Gordon Ramsay grilled cheese where you're using some, like, pecorino romano and all this fancy shit, you're doing it wrong. Okay? The fanciest cheese that should go on a grilled cheese is a Colby. Period. Other than that, American. I know you're gonna cringe and be like, ew, American cheese. But like, look, American cheese's one purpose is melting. The only thing you should be eating American cheese on is a hamburger or a grilled cheese. That's it. That's the only acceptable uses. Other than that, it's like Velveeta and you're doing it like for a Rotel dip or something like that. Period. Full stop. End of story. If you're doing fondue, there's fondue cheese. There's better cheeses. You're doing anything else with cheese. Hell, even a burger. You could do like a nice Gouda for a burger. It doesn't have to be crazy. It depends on, like, I think I've said this before. It depends on what kind of meat. Like, if you have a fancy meat, then use a simple cheese. You want to taste the meat. If you have a shit meat, like you got like the discount brand, like, you know, on sale meats, yeah, use a fancy cheese. You think Gordon Ramsay panted, "Fucking grilled cheese, you piece of shit." Yeah. I don't understand. I have endless respect for Gordon Ramsay, for their culinary skills, for the way they don't take shit, for the things they do, like blah blah blah. Like, I think they're genuinely a good guy. But my God, Gordon, you missed on that grilled cheese. I feel like someone was holding a gun to their head and said, "Make a grilled cheese. I'm recording you. You're going to make an exquisite grilled cheese or else." And bro was like, "All right, how do I do it?" And it's like, "Here's your pan. Where's the oven? Where's the stove? Fire pit. Okay, I'm making the grilled cheese, please." Don't shoot, okay? I have a wife and kids. Like, that's really what it felt like. It felt like a blink twice if you're safe situation, you know, or if you're not safe situation. I'm going to start over there, methinks, and we're going to wrap around and do all the edges. Actually, no, we can start over here and work our way that way. I genuinely don't know. Also, those cheeses, I've had those cheeses. They're both fantastic cheeses. They don't melt. They are very low moisture content cheese. They are not meant for melting. Don't get me wrong, you can melt any cheese if you want to, but those are going to be sweaty, greasy cheeses, not beautifully smooth, melty cheeses like a grilled cheese wants. Honestly, I would get out of the gas for this area, because this is kind of flat. I could just legitimately do this on my feet. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, I know why I didn't, because this area's not done yet. I know why I didn't, because that area's not done yet. I guess I'll start over here, and we'll work our way to the left. You want to use a honestly, you can use a super fancy, don't get me wrong, you can use a super fancy cheese for a grilled cheese. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it won't taste like a grilled cheese. It'll be like a cheese sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, it'll just be something different. It'll taste great, but I would recommend at that point, use like a cheddar, not even a cheddar, maybe a Gouda, a good Gouda. Buy $100 cheese and make a grilled cheese. I mean, you could. I just feel like you're going to waste that cheese on that. There's so many better things you could use it for. But I would say, if you're going to make a fancy grilled cheese, get like a nice Gouda. Get like a smoked Gouda, or spicy, like a sriracha Gouda or something like that. If not that, like maybe like a French cheese, like a Comté, or like a Gruyere, or Port Salute's a really good one. Or you can go Italian. You could get something like an Asiago. You know what I mean? You want something that's going to melt. You don't want something like Parmesan. You don't want something that's going to just sweat and be cheese grease and then clumps of cheese. Google a picture of it? Why is the cheese illegal? Oh yeah, no, forget that. That's literally contraband. It's literally, you will die if you eat that cheese. Do not do it. It's not worth it. The reason why the cheese is illegal, I wonder if it's easier for me to do this, like basically get on and off the gas, is because it's literally like rotting cheese with maggots and stuff in it. Don't Google the cheese. Don't Google it. I've never heard of a cheese that has spiders in it, but I can believe it. Anyone could do whatever they want, effectively. As a human, you have free will, unfortunately, sometimes. Meaning you can make spider cheese. Spider cheese does whatever spider cheese does. Will you eat it? Will you die? Maybe it's poisonous. Really? Oh, it's actually a popular cheese. I'd actually know that. What's it taste like? Like, what kind of style cheese is it? Is it like a blue cheese? Like soupy and watery? Is it thin? Is it smelty? Is it stretchy? Is it crumbly? Hey, I'm gonna look it up. Why am I asking? I am a human with free will. I have access to the internet. What's it called? Mib and Cos. Did I say that right? Mite cheese. Oh, that's not okay. Well, if you call mites spiders, okay. There's a lot of cheeses that have cheese mites. Oh well, I see the Kasu Maratsu, which is literally like decomposed, rotting cheese. This cheese, the Kasu Maratsu, whatever, is literally like that friggin' TikTok trend where you put rotting meat in a jar, leave it unrefrigerated for months, and then go back and get botulism and eat it later. Like that's literally what this cheese is. It's just it's. Ugh. But what's its name? There's a lot of cheeses that have cheese mites. Does Petite Basque? That's a French cheese. I don't want to dox myself in case it brings something up. Petite, how do I spell it? Petite Basque, from the Basque region of France. I believe this one has cheese mites too. This is what the cheese looks like. It's basically like a French provolone. It's super tasty. It's got legs. And then there's another, the Mimouette. That's another one. Mimouette. Oh, Mimolette. This is another one that's famous for... This one's another famous one. Like, all those holes on the outside of it, of its exterior, that's all basically cheese mites eating at the rind of the cheese. And technically, when you get this cheese, you should be able to see the mites. Like, if you tap this cheese, it'll look like brown dust falling off of it. But if you put the dust on a paper, you'll see the dust moving. Most of the time when you buy it in a grocery store, they're going to be dead. Like, the mites will have been frozen or refrigerated and die. But reasonably, they should survive refrigeration. So, you could tell if you have fresh Mimouette. But if you get an aged Mimouette, they're probably all dead. You can also just Google spider cheese. I'm afraid of what I would get. Spider cheese. Okay, that one also pops up. And then I get this guy. Look at this guy down here. That's the spider cheese that I want to eat. But that's cool. I'm going to read about this one, actually. In the local dialect known as Spinnerkass, spider cheese. Did I say that right? Spinnenkass. Spinnenkass. I have to say it angry. Is a German specialty cheese. Okay. It's not like filled with spiders though. All right? Like cheese mites are like microscopic almost. And they only live in the rind of the cheese. It's not like you have, I don't know, does it? Does it actually have spiders in the middle of it? And it's quark. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's basically an aged quark with cheese mites. That's interesting. I can't imagine that melts well. Because quark is a very, like, raw cheese. You cut it in 10,000 wolf spiders for it. It's like when you poke those fluffy black clouds of spiders and they just, like, spread out everywhere. You don't think those are just in the rind of the cheese? Well, let's find out. This is a new cheese. I've never heard of this one before. It's made by flavoring balls of quark with caraway and salt, allowing them dry and leaving them in a wooden box containing rye flour and cheese mites for about 3 mites. An enzyme in digestive juices, blah, blah, blah. I don't see anything about what they add in the middle. Yeah. Mites would otherwise, let's see. The flour is in it because the mites would otherwise simply eat the whole cheese instead of nibbling with the rind. Yeah. Nope. It sounds the same exact like the Mimouette. It's just quark instead of whatever Mimouette's made out of, like a cheddar or whatever. Quark is kind of like feta. It's like, what? Like ricotta, feta, and what's the other one? There's another one that's like quark, where it's basically like just a super fresh cheese that's like milk and coagulant. Like, you know, with ricotta, I think you use vinegar. Right? It's vinegar, right? How to make ricotta. Philpott, blah, blah, blah. Or is it just heat? No, I'm fairly certain you use... No. Yeah, vinegar. Okay, it is vinegar. I was right. No, it's not mozzarella. There's a couple... There's like 3 cheeses. I forget. It's something... There's a sheep, goat, and cow milk. And depending upon which one you use, depends upon if it's quark, ricotta, or whatever the last one is. I'm going to just do this. Quark, ricotta... And the other one. What's the other one? Is it farmer's cheese? That's not it, right? The other one you're thinking, the AI not really helping. Maybe there wasn't another one. I was just thinking of like farmer's cheese or whatever. Because quark is sheep cheese, right? Quark, milk type. Cow's milk. Wait, quark is milk? Wait, huh? What's ricotta? Milk type. I should know this. Is sheep. Okay, so the ricotta is sheep. No, I guess it could be either. But ricotta's traditionally sheep. I guess quark is traditionally cow. And then what's goat? Goat, I guess it's just chev. Fresh cheese name. It's gonna pull up chev. Yeah, it's gonna pull up chev. But I think the queso fresco or whatever was probably the other one. I don't know. It's been too long, chat. But like these, like these are cheeses you can make yourselves at home, like easily. Like just get full fat milk, pour it into a container. Depending upon which one you're making, you're either going to slowly heat it up, like double boiler, just warm it up until it coagulates, or you're going to do something like add vinegar to it to coagulate it, or a culture to coagulate it. And then effectively it's going to be done within like 15, 20 minutes to an hour, depending upon how, like the consistency, like how dry you want it, how watery you want it. Because the longer you leave it in whatever thing you're doing, like hot water, vinegar, etc., you're pulling the moisture out of the milk and leaving it into the solids, so you'll get a more solid material. You leave it in there too long, you'll break down the protein structures a lot, and it'll be super crumbly because it'll like disintegrate. And that's how you get like stuff like feta. It's like just sitting in a freaking like acid brine effectively for like a day or however long you do it. That's why feta is so crumbly, because of the high acidity breaking down the protein structure of the cheese, or the milk, I guess, that becomes cheese. Oh, I'm talking about all this food, chat. I'm getting hungry. I think we might call it there, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting hungry. Farmer cheese made from the milk of farmers. Exactly. You milk a farmer. That's how you get farmer's cheese. And it's gonna take us like friggin' 15 minutes to get our fat boy up there again. Just because they're so slow, so unbelievably slow. Look at those little tendies. Those little wiggly tendies. They can't move any faster. When your ass is hunting me in the nether, you move at the speed of light and despawn and teleport. But no, now that I'm riding your ass, slow. I also love that we could see the playpens from spawn, like from our house now. We might have to make like a build near our spawn that's just like a tower, so we can go up and like look at our world as we develop it. I can't wait till I finish this build. I can't wait till I finish the butt plug. I have so many projects that I want to start. So many things I want to do. Okay, chat. We're gonna go return our boy to the plateau. He seems to chill there. He seems to relax in the plateau and not leave. Yeah, we've got Project Sinkhole. The plug. Just the plug. We're gonna return our boy. We'll wind down stream. We planted our spuds for the day. You know, that's actually not a bad idea, an observation zeppelin, but I want to make it like something that I can like get to from the ground, so I don't have to firework up to it. So like having the ability to like water elevator to it or so, or fancy elevator, like fancy piston elevator might even be cooler. Give me an excuse to build a piston elevator too. In fact, I kind of like that idea. And since we have such a vivid frickin' draw distance, like this, it goes further than this. This is just as far as we've rendered for now. It's insane. But since we have that ability, I can make it more or less anyway. It doesn't have to be here. Like, we can build the tower, like, up on that mountain over there or something like that. You know what I mean? A ladder. Ah, yes. Because I want to take all stream to get to the top of the tower. No, I'm thinking one of two things. I'm either going to make a stairway to heaven using some cool tech that I've found out in the past. Or, more than likely, I want to make like a piston bolt that goes upwards. I want to see if I could find, like, the fastest elevator in the game and build it. And arguably, if we do build it close to spawn here, we can also use it as a takeoff point to just, like, go anywhere. Ooh, I just thought of something. Okay, so guys, you've seen those elytra launchers that have, like, a bazillion boats, like, or something like that, and you, like, fall in them and they just, like, spit you out and launch you? We could use that as a fast travel system. We could build, like, a spire, right? And have the top of it be a lookout that just looks out throughout the world. And have multiple floors that face different directions and basically have, like, launchers, like elytra launchers, to speed launch you for free, effectively, in whatever direction you want to go. That might be cool. Just build a docking tower connected to it. Empire State Building roof was designed with anchoring zeppelins. Could do that. Could do that. We do have a lot of hot air balloons as our AFK locations. Which I should be able to see all of them from here now. Our creeper farm. Our slime farm. Eiffel Tato. I make the Eiffel Tower. I could do that too. I feel like a lot of people have made an Eiffel Tower, so I don't want to just like straight up be like, I'm just making an Eiffel Tower in Minecraft. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a thing that's like a lot of people do. I kind of like doing stuff that, like, either is a brainchild of mine or build something cool. I could make an Eiffel Tower and put a potato on top. The problem I have there would be build limit. If I did something like that, we'd have to find a really low place in the world, so I could build it really tall and then also have a potato on top. All ideas for later. In fact, you know what? I'm writing that one down so I don't forget it, because I will forget the idea as soon as I go eat food. Tower with elytra launchers for watch tower / lookout for world view. This is the most complicated thing I've ever written in this friggin' section. Okay, there we go. Sweet! Alright, let's get back inside. Welcome on in, mate. How you doing, Cap? Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Whoop. Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of crazy how many people we've got in the stream with non-English. Like, that's not even like a negative thing. It's just like I've never seen the English command used so frequently. But I'm cool. I'm cool. It's just a matter of the only reason we keep it English only in chat is because I don't speak those languages and my mods don't, and we need to moderate chat. That's it. That's the only reason. But I don't mind if it's broken English. Hell, I'm a native speaker and I can barely speak English. I speak English good. So, like, if you have to pop it in, like, Google Translate or something like that and spit it out, I'm perfectly fine with that. But welcome on in, mate. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Let's see. Who all can we heckin' raid chat? I think that's a good place to wrap up for the evening. Yeah. We did like a pseudo world tour. We planted our spuds. We got the playpen set up. The playpen is pretty much done. There should be nothing else we need to do to that playpen. It's good. So the question here now is, what are we getting for dessert, Lab? Are we doing dessert after burrito, or is it just burrito? Because, you know, I'm ending a little early today, so we have time to get dessert. Maybe ice cream? Maybe I punish myself with ice cream? But let's see. If chat has recommendations for raid targets, please recommend. I do like to stick with games that we played that day. So for today, it would be Minecraft. Who all is live? Who all is live? Let's see. We did Pod Raid last time. Art, Stray, Punisher. Well, okay. So here's the joke with that. Typically, when we eat after stream, I immediately go to bed afterwards because, like, it's so late for me and I have to be up at like 5 in the morning for work. And I have some weird dietary restriction. Not that I'm lactose intolerant. I can eat all the ice cream I want. Okay, it's not that. But if I specifically eat ice cream within like 3 hours of going to bed, I will not sleep that night. I will be in traumatic pain, and I will regret it, and I don't want to go into any other descriptions, then my toilet will be exploded. And it's just ice cream. If I do, now, same concept, if I eat anything and then lay down within an hour, I get that same effect. So it's not just ice cream that does it to me, but for whatever reason, I have to stay up extra long with any like large quantity of dairy. Like if I drink a milkshake, drink a gallon of milk, like whatever, any large amount of dairy, if I go to bed, I have to like wait 3 hours. I don't know why. Like Gold, I have no idea why. No, you get that as well with 3 hours? Okay, but it's only dairy with the 3 hours. Otherwise, I'm relatively safe with an hour. Like, I can go to Wendy's, and I can get, like, a giant-ass cheeseburger, fry, eat a Frosty, which we found out Frosty's not dairy. I don't know if it actually is. Don't quote me on that. But I did test it with the Frosty, and the Frosty does not have the dairy cooldown. It has normal food cooldown. Like, literally, like, I can go Frosty, fries, burger, nuggies, drink. Eat that whole meal, go to bed an hour later, be fine. If I eat less food than that, but like let's say one of it is like, I don't know, like a whole ass ice cream from Sonic, I'm up for 3 hours or I regret it for the whole day. I don't know why. I have no idea. And I've done this without even sleeping. It's not the sleep. It's not the sleep that does it, it's the angle that I lay in. It's like the laying down flat that does it, and I have no idea why. I've literally had the pain start happening from just like laying down on the couch and like hanging out with people after eating, and be like, oh, I need to sit up or I'm gonna have the bad feelings. The bad feelings. Let's see. I'm yapping and not looking for people that are playing Minecraft. I don't have anyone on my follow list playing Minecraft. Well, besides the big guys. Besides the big guys up top. Okay, well if that's the case. Let's see. Let's do some randos? I don't know if we've rated Turner yet. We rated Dead Bones recently, right? It's the way stomach digests, I guess. Digest slower. Yeah, I guess. It's just the fact that it's like, I think what's happening, if I had to guess, what's happening is like, I'm like basically forming gas bubbles. Like you ever have like a gallon jug and you try to pour out all the liquids really quick and you get the like glug, 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 like how it's like sucking air in and blorting out the liquid, as opposed to if you tip it slightly, it pours way faster because it's like getting air in and pushing the liquid out faster. I feel like if I lay down, my stomach does that, so it creates a ton of gas and just weird muscle contractions, and that just causes the issue. And then once it starts, it's like, that's it, you already have it. You're already full of gas. That's the only explanation that I can have. Because I could technically sleep, but I have to be like sat up sleeping, like propped up sleeping, and then I could sleep immediately. It doesn't matter. I could eat my weight in food and then immediately go to sleep. As long as I'm not laying down, I'm good. And I've done that before when I needed to. I don't get good sleep that way though. I definitely toss and turn a lot when I sleep, so being vertical, I eventually just flop over on my side in whatever way I can lay down and then fall asleep that way, or I just don't sleep because I'm vertical. Let's see. Turner. We haven't raided Fret for a minute, right? We can do a Fret raid. Did we raid Rocks recently? I think we did Dead Bones. No, we did Rocks, right? I don't remember. Rocks, Dead Bones, and a couple other were friends of Bun. Penny Pop. I don't know if we've raided Penny Pop. Did we? Ooh, wait, Wolfie's streaming. Wait. We have German viewers right now. I never get a chance to raid Wolfie. Wolfie typically ends and raids us. Oh, they are literally ending. Wait, are they raiding us? There's no shot they're raiding us. Okay, no, they're not. Okay, good. That's literally this. This is the reason I never get to raid Wolfie, because every time, and we're ending early right now. If it weren't for the fact that we were ending early, I wouldn't even got that as an opportunity. They typically will raid us. I never get the chance to raid them. But that's it. That's just how our schedules line up. That just be the way it is. Just sleep. Acute and not obtuse. I am obtuse. I cannot help it. I am not acute. Let's see. All right. Any Reckies chat? You know, I don't think I've ever raided Lemon. This is another streamer that never really streams at this time.
Lemon that burns your house down.
Lemon's a vibe too. You know what? Let's do that.
Hi, Gail.
All right. Let's do a heckin' Lemon raid. They play Minecraft too. They play some other spoopy games. They're a kind of variety streamer. They do a lot of stuff. If you like my vibe, hey, I'm a potato, vegetable. They're lemon, fruit, right? I'm shaped like a fox. They're shaped like a lemon. I feel like the relationship is obvious there. All right, let's type that in /raid Big Papa Lemon. All right, guys, if you are just joining us in, If you are just joining in now, we are wrapping up stream, but please don't go anywhere. Stick around for the raid. Earn yourself some free potato chips in the process. And speaking of potato chips, if you aren't any hanging out with us tonight, might I recommend? Unlock the Pogtato. We could spam some emotes, spam some Pogtatos, spam some support for our fellow Twitch streamers. With that said, if you like what you see, want to make sure you don't miss out on the next stream, consider dropping a follow here on Twitch. You can also do exclamation point socials in chat, gain access to our community Discord and Twitter. We always announce when we go live there next. We stream every day that starts with a T at 3:30 CST. With that said, our next scheduled stream will be Christmas. It will be Christmas stream. We're going to toss it up between playing with viewers and maybe doing a POC 3 runs. See if we get that beautiful golden badge. See if we get it. If not, I will catch you guys on Discord. We're not going to do a Wednesday stream. We'll probably do a Friday stream, because I'll have some time to recover. Yes. Friday stream, and then I'm off Saturday, so that's definitely the better move. So yes. So Friday stream on Discord for Beat Saber. Hopefully, cross our fingers, hopefully we get our trackers in by then, and we could do full body Beat Saber. I might need some help setting that up. We'll figure that out then. You guys, as soon as I get it, you guys will know. I will announce it on Twitter. I will announce it on Discord. You will all know. Yes. But with that said, chat, it's time I go get burrito. It's burrito night. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out and vibing. Thank you for all the freaking biddies. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the raids. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for just hanging out and chatting. You guys are all amazing. You're all fantastic. But most importantly, you're all valid. Never forget it. Never let anyone tell you anything different. So until next stream, later, taters. Bye-bye.
Tuning out of starlight, the innocent lifetime flickers and flashes under a canvas. No, nobody seems worth it, while the feeling's sophisticated. The view is so restrained. The past is nearing closer and closer. This emptiness, it's just a blank slate, waiting for pain to interfere. It's quite complex, but what I know